Good morning.
Oh, Nili, here you are. Good morning. I'm happy to have you again once more for co-casting with me.
Excited as well. Yesterday we already saw quite a nice level in the quarterfinals. Excited to see what the semifinals can bring.
Oh yeah, I think you will like it, Nili. I'm pretty sure you will like this matchup here. And maybe they are able to impress you a little bit too.
Okay.
I hope you had a nice sleep and are well rested, because it's best of 5 now.
Oh shit.
Oh shit!
Okay.
Damn! Worauf habe ich mich hier eingelassen?
No.
Oh. No, but are you doing good so far?
Actually, I'm a guy that always instantly falls asleep and wakes up after 8 hours, but this night was a bit more on the rocky side. Had my alarm for 11 a.m., but yeah, after doing the Red Bull event, I still have like 100 cans of Red Bull left over, and I just opened one.
Okay,
Let's see if it can carry enough.
Let's see how many you will need today.
I will stop after one.
Not too healthy to drink too much. Okay, but that sounds like you're quite well prepared, even though it was maybe a more rough night today. So for me, it was a little bit similar. It was because I was quite excited. I woke up early and then couldn't sleep anymore because the brain started working like, oh, Age of Empires, semifinals, oh, we got a cast with Nili. Okay, and then I couldn't sleep anymore. That was it.
Yeah, maybe that was my unconsciousness as well.
Maybe you're also a little bit nervous about this. Who knows? Unconsciously. Hey everyone who's just tuning in. Hi Polska, hi Dark Killerman, nice to see you guys. I also saw some fans of Cherryman here. Welcome to you guys too. We need some fans today for Scheslong and for Cherryman. Regi gave me a game ID already. So we are a little bit late because I had some struggles with capturing. Normally it works with the game capture, but today it did not. Oh, Nili, did you get the game ID too?
Yes.
Okay, because for me it was like 2 seconds spectator delay left.
I think they didn't set 5 minutes.
You think they did not? Maybe they started a little bit earlier because they have to set 5 minutes.
Okay.
How can we make sure that they had 5 minutes? Can we check that somehow?
I wouldn't know how.
Okay. Alright, well, let's assume it for now and see maybe for the next game if that was true. Okay, so I learned from you how to do the perfect introduction. Also, Nili, one question beforehand. Would it be okay for you if I upload the video on YouTube?
Yeah.
Okay.
But you shouldn't ask that on stream. But yeah, you can.
Oh, sorry. Not Procaster. Alright, but thank you very much. And I will try with the Procaster introduction now, because I gotta practice that more. Okay, so welcome everyone to the stream and to the game. We are casting the ABCD tournament today, and this is already the semi-finals. I'm having the pleasure to co-cast with the amazing Nili today, and we are having on the left side Cherryman in red playing the Berbers versus Scheslong in blue playing the Cumans. And let's see how this match will go. I'm very excited because I think they are both very much head-to-head and already quite far above 1100 elo.
Yeah, they just posted the elos in the chat, and it seems like Scheslong already 1146 and Cherryman 1087. First thing I'm loving Cherryman in red.
Yeah, that has to be. I think he always plays red. Perfect fit here.
Then he's my man.
You like cherries, or you like red, or just because of the combination?
Yeah. Not sure what started first.
Okay. All right. Yeah, maybe we can talk about the civs a little bit first, Nili. Would you have some words on that, please?
Okay, so some rather untypical civilizations in 1v1 to be seen here. Berbers, a civilization that has strong cavalry, but only starting in Castle Age, and pretty strong camel archers. So it's a civilization that normally struggles to get into Castle Age, but then is really good at countering. On the other side, we have humans, probably one of my favorite civilizations over on the game. They have a lot of special features. First of all, and probably the thing that we might even see here, is that you can build town centers in feudal age already.
Oh, wow. Okay, interesting. So I know that Scheslong, for example, really prepares very well with the civs. So he should know about all the features of his civ, and I'm pretty sure he will make use of that.
Okay.
They are
I'd
already
love to see
very
that.
familiar with the build orders. So let's see. Maybe I can also just mention the bans real quickly, because they can pick and ban. And the banned map from player 1 was Oasis, the banned map from player 2 Team Islands, and the civs that were banned were Celts and Chinese.
Okay. Celts and Chinese were banned, and Scheslong banned Oasis. And Cherryman banned Team Islands.
Yes.
Okay. That's interesting. Oasis is a map that I would rarely see banned, because it plays relatively standard, and you normally play very long. Kind of indicating that Scheslong isn't hyper confident in late Imperial Age.
Okay. Let's see whether they will end up in late Imperial Age at all.
Scheslong already starting to wall off, and that
Yes.
looks like a Pop 21 build order. And yeah, let's just,
Foreign
with those early walls, we can kind of assume that he's trying to build a TC. Already creating a small, nice arena for himself.
Yeah, I think regarding the resources and the walling, it is quite nice for him. So the gold is very close. He has this little stone patch. The other stone patch is a little bit more at the bottom. But thank you, Ketsia, for the host. Welcome to the stream, everyone. And walling is fine too, as we can see already. Yeah, I mean the distance between the left wood patch and the one at the edge on the right is a little bit bigger. He could have maybe included also the one more in the front, or the south. I don't know how to say it. But yeah. And then maybe also have a look quickly at Cherryman's base. So it is quite similar, I would say. Maybe it is a little bit... Yeah, the distance between the left patch of wood and the forward wood is also a little bit bigger. Yeah, maybe it's a little bit harder to wall than Scheslong's.
I see one big problem for Cherryman though. Just look at his barrack. If you create a militia there and he gets out of his front door, he falls out of the map.
Maybe he should have placed his barracks nearer to some resources and more in the front. Yeah. That will take the army out of the barracks very long to reach any other place on the map.
That as well, but yeah, we're expecting Scheslong to play this very defensively, knowing that Cumans don't get stone walls, but a team bonus for them. Everyone in their team gets double, or like 50% more when it comes to HP on the Palisades. Let's take a look. I'm expecting eco upgrades and then a drop TC.
Okay. See how he is making use of that, Oh no, why is that alert having a sound? I don't understand it. Okay, never mind, just ignore that this happened. Yeah, so he's really taking care of the advantages of the Sith.
Kesla, thanks for the sub.
Kesla, thank you very much for the sub. Unfortunately, there's a sound and I turned all the sounds off, I swear to God.
So don't sub, please.
Just don't sub, guys.
For the next best of 5. Behave.
You can do it at the end of the stream, but I appreciate it, of course, Cassia. And thank you for the host and the sub. Thank you so much. I hope we got a shout out for you too. Okay, Nili, we gotta focus back on this match now.
Okay, sorry, I got distracted.
Yeah, me too! Oh gosh, what a disaster casting. As you said already, the town center coming here. The first. No, or the second town center from Scheslong.
Exactly, and that's not easily punished for Cherryman. He went up to Fuel Age reasonably fast, but is completely walling as well. So that's going to be Castle Age play by him, and well, we'll see Cherryman reaching Castle Age earlier while dropping big walls here as well. But Scheslong will have the better economy for quite some time.
Okay. Villager count is still the same at the moment, though. But
For now. The
as
second TC builds a bit slower than other TCs.
Oh,
So
okay.
humans really need to take some time. And that's why you see like pro players go for even like 8-9 villagers to really get that TC out. Scheslong opted for 3 villagers here, obviously keep the rest of your eco quite alive.
Okay, but he can only build one more town center in Feudal Age, right? Not
Exactly.
unlimited.
Yeah.
Okay.
Also specialty, he could already build a siege workshop in Feudal Age as well, but can build rams exclusively at that age.
Okay. What would be the use of rams at this moment?
Well, for example, you could tower rush, and most of the time the tower rush answer of your opponent is towers themselves. So you could do like tower rush plus ram go. It's not really easy to stop that in Feudal Age.
Okay. The only thing is about our tourney that tower rush is not allowed.
Oh, what?
Yes. We did
Okay.
not allow tower rush for this tournament.
Oh, okay. How do you define a tower rush? Like, is it okay to build castles and towers in Castle Age?
Yes, that's okay, but you're not allowed to put like, yeah, the typical at the Dark Age or Feudal Age, and then come and build a tower right in front of the resources.
Okay,
That's
what
all.
about outpost tower rush?
Outpost. What is an outpost tower rush?
Just building a lot of outposts in the face of your enemy.
So just to see, to get the vision?
Yeah.
I think that would be allowed.
Okay.
Freaking Nili troll, you're trying to trolling me, Nili!
No,
What
I
the
just
hell?
wanted to I'm just asking for a Norwegian friend.
Alright then, alright. I'm so nervous, I do not realize anything at the moment. Ah, chat is already flaming me. Archie, don't be so nervous. I'm trying, guys. It will take a little bit until my nervousness is getting down, and maybe until I will be able to realize when Nili is trolling.
Yeah, I'm even pressing my kadumch button, but you can't hear it on your stream.
Oh, that's too bad. I cannot hear it. Maybe you have to say it yourself and then make Kadoomsh by
Let me
yourself.
prepare a glass or something, and then I can.
Oh yeah, that's great. I want that.
Okay.
Please do that.
Okay.
Okay, a market from Scheslong.
The other day, Artie, I saw 3 elephants fall off a cliff. 2 hit the ground, and 1 fell into the water. Kadoom.
I don't really get that joke. The heck? Does anyone get that? Come on, guys. Nili, explain me the joke now, please. I don't get it.
Okay, let's talk about Age of Empires maybe. Cherryman on the way to Castle Age. He dropped an archery range and a stable.
Oh my goodness. Yes. He's almost at Castle Age now. Dude, I cannot focus on the game anymore when you're dropping those jokes. Nili with the jokes. That is so mean.
Okay, now Camel's being added, Janitor's being added, a unit that is not often seen here. It's basically a mounted skirmisher. Camel's cheaper for Berbers as well, so goes for nice units surely. And 5 villagers in stone, so an aggressive castle not completely out of the question. And now, Artie, look at the villager difference.
Yeah, now the second TC paid off for Scheslong. So it's 49 to 33. That's quite a big difference now.
Very massive, but
Janitor.
no army production yet. But he is also sitting behind walls, so that's a pretty strong opening here by Scheslong.
He's like building his huge blockade and like bunker? Not anyone getting in.
Bunker. It's a bunker, yeah.
Okay.
And yeah, I'm scared for my man Cherryman here. Like, how is he breaking this? An aggressive siege workshop could be an option. He's now trying to catch up with the boom. Builds a TC at home himself, but 16 villagers behind already.
Yeah, that would take some time and some idle time from Scheslong if he wants to catch up with that. Now he's trying to destroy the walls with the camel riders. But,
Yeah,
of course, Scheslong already taking action and falling behind.
Yeah, and as you said earlier, 50% more HP, so that takes 50% longer. And yeah, it's just such a tight area, and that's something you should really think about, guys. If you scout your opponent fully walled, it's rarely a good idea to build like weak, not siege units. Because you can't really do the damage, you are behind walls as well. Sometimes that's simply the spot to sit back and boom up as well.
Yeah. Try to be faster than the opponent.
Yeah, which is tricky against humans because their boom is so strong, but not falling behind could be the option. And now we see Scheslong, he goes for a lot of camels and knights himself.
Oh, there is a castle now coming from Cherryman. A forward castle, aggressive castle. What do you think about this positioning?
I think it's in between two worlds. It's not like putting any pressure on Scheslong, and it's also not protecting anything at home. So I would have liked it even at home, or even more aggressively. And oh, he's thinking about replacing it.
Okay, let's see where it will go now.
Oh, and built it at the right hand side, and I like that one way more.
Yeah, that's really close to the resources, the big stone patch and the gold patch.
Wood line blocks the farmers as well. The problem is now he is behind in behind the military, so he needs to wall those villagers. Otherwise, the castle won't go up. I'm interested to see what Scheslong's reaction is. I think he has enough army to clear this one up. He has great upgrades as well. Wall the villagers, Cherryman!
Oh no!
Oh,
Well, no! Oh, he could block the knights from coming out. Then, yeah. Only 4 villagers are not fast enough.
Cherryman, palisade gate. I think that should be a stone gate, though. I think this will be broken.
Oh,
And gates, as the educated Artemis viewers, you all know that they don't get armor while being built, and therefore even camels can break them down quite easily. And maybe sending more villagers could have been an option, or just stonewall your villagers at this spot. That hurts.
Cloud castle incoming. Cherryman heard Nili. So normally they should have a 5-minute spectator delay, so they could not hear Nili.
Maybe he's sitting next to me.
Maybe he's sitting next to you. That would be top-notch cheating.
Probably.
Stop attacking the castle? I mean, why?
He's sending a lot of villagers out there as well. Not really sure. He wants to go for the gold spot.
Yeah. Yeah, it would
Just
have been
compare-
nice for Cherryman if that castle would have gone up. That was unlucky.
Yeah. Well, actually, it was in his hands, right? If he just stonewalls the villagers, the castle will go up, because Scheslong didn't have any ranged units.
Yeah, true. So learning for Cherryman. He's also housed again. I realized that he was quite a couple times housed already.
Yeah. He kind of has this between the two TCs or the left-hand side. Those 4 houses were all panic houses. Kind of sometimes building them with 8 villagers there. So that as well. Population is looking really scary now. 102 to 63.
Yeah, and then it seems like now Blue is also raiding Cherryman at his base with 3 knights. That can do quite a lot of damage if you don't have any pikemen or anything at home.
Still has the TC. Knights are low HP now. 2 camels there. Should be enough to defend that. But for now, the camel's a bit out of position.
Big raid now, so let's see whether Cherryman can defend that. Okay, he's building some spearmen in his barracks.
Yeah, and builds a second barracks as well. But so much pressure on the walls now.
I mean, there's just this little palisade wall which could be destroyed easily, but Scheslong is not attacking it yet.
Yeah, also the problem is like with a palisade you can maybe have like 2 knights attacking there, and with a barrack you can get like 7-8 units stacking and attacking. Oh, defensive castle now by Cherryman. And that one should go up.
That one should go up. Takes a little bit longer to get through the house. Yes, this is live bait. This is a live casting.
This is not Better of Africa. All games live in ABCD.
Not all games live. Not all of them were live casted, but a lot. And yeah, you casted live too. It's good to have that glass sound. Now he broke through the palisade gate though. That could cost again a lot of villagers from Cherryman. The difference between the villagers is already really big. A lot of idle villagers, of course, because he's focusing on defending.
Now castles under the all the camels under the castle won't do too much. Another attack at the right hand side as well. Finally, TC number 3 will be finished. Ooh.
Yeah, the bad thing about this is that now Scheslong has all the time to boom at his base.
Yeah, he's up on the way to Imperial Age as well. Just played Cumin so well here. And Cherryman, he might get like a false idea that he's back into the game because the score is now so close. But Scheslong is miles away.
Yeah. I mean, that will change when he reaches Imperial. I don't know, Scheslong is now leaving Cherryman some time to breathe as he put his camels away from the attack for the moment. So let's see. So lots of idols standing around here. Is Nili's mic alright? So for me it sounds good.
Yeah, I got feedback yesterday as well that it wasn't the greatest quality. Maybe it's Discord, maybe it's something on your sound settings.
I cannot really change much here on Discord.
Yeah. I think simply if we use like the free Discord version, it's not the greatest quality.
Yeah, that could be. I mean, they have to limit the data volume pretty much at these times. So, what's happening here? Cherryman sent over some of those janitors and tried to raid there a little bit, but they were pretty fast cleared by the camels and knights from Scheslong.
Yeah, the janitors, you could say, got wiped.
They got wiped, yeah. Really? Okay, I got that one. I hope that doesn't say too much about me. Yeah. Let's go ahead with the casting, please.
Okay, not reaching Imperial Age here, Mr. Scheslong, and he just continues to go for nice Cumins get Paladins, so a nice route to tag into. The thing is though, Cherryman can obviously build the cheaper heavy camels, could have a nice defense, but Scheslong so far at an economy, I think he might even overroll him.
Yeah. So, the Imperial Age lead is really big because for Cherryman there's already quite some time now that he was not able to catch up, and let's see how he will prepare, how Scheslong will prepare now his attack. He's sending out some villagers. He intends to build a castle, I guess?
Well, he drops 2 forward siege workshops.
Oh.
Goes very aggressively there. Long production queue when it comes to knights. Would probably love to see some more stables than 3.
I understood that one, Gorgoy. And I don't know if that's a good thing. that was the only joke that I understood. So he just built a mining camp there. as far as I see, really. Going for an attack. So blue just built this mining camp, but
yeah, but also 2 siege workshops at the front.
Oh, now they're coming. Maybe I'm behind.
I'm at 37.25.
And I'm not behind. Okay. But well, I saw the siege workshops a little bit later.
Yeah, I was in the point of view of Scheslong, and then you can see when he basically gives the task.
Yeah, right. I had Cherryman at the moment. Okay, now Cherryman added some of those pikes. Let's see whether they will do the job.
TC now needs to do some damage output there as well. No attack upgrades on the TC. Cavalier's taking the fight obviously against the counter units, but he has such a high attack that he actually mobs this one up. Even without janitors.
Even without janitors. Sure, he will overroll. Yeah, I don't know if that attack... Would you say that was worth?
Well, not for Cherryman, no. He needs to keep up his numbers. He needed to wait for Imperial Age, get his upgrades, and then he can take more even fights. But without being pressured, still trading off castle against imp units, not my favorite move.
Yeah, because that was a huge investment from army-wise, I would say, and they just got, wiped. And, yeah, maybe he could have had clicked up to Imperial earlier if he wouldn't have invested that.
Yeah. He didn't really know how much Scheslong could have here. And, well, I like the unit choice of Cherryman for now. Now, next wave of Cavaliers coming in, and they're not taking a good fight, though.
Just passing into the base, but we get a couple of villagers there. The villager count is not that much different anymore. It's still quite big, but it was a bigger difference earlier. We've seen that earlier. So he catched up there a little bit, being on his way to Imperial now. Let's see, he has to defend that wave now. And hopefully not get too many losses.
Scheslong behind this is doing attacks with humans, is going for archery ranges. Knowing though that humans don't get bracer. An interesting choice, but Cavaliers are doing so much damage. Now the villager difference is over 30 again.
Yeah, that was effective. Yeah, it's always crazy when I see that you just need like one or two of the horses and send them to the villagers, and if you don't see it, they just clear all the villagers with only 1 or 2 units. When you hit the right spot, it's so painful. Oh, let's see if Cherryman might call the GG.
Looking great for him. Score isn't looking great either, and yeah, for now he's still somewhat holding. Nah, not really. There are more Cavaliers coming over. Rams are being prepared as well. Even Paladin tech now for Scheslong.
Yeah, and I cannot really clear. Yeah, there's it. I think it was quite obvious that this would happen now. Okay, that was the first match of our best of 5. Probably both players were very nervous. I think I've seen better gameplay from Cherryman. Let's see if maybe he will get his nervousness down, or maybe he needed the warm-up match and will improve for the second one. Nili, if you would like to wrap this game up, what were the biggest mistakes from Cherryman, or what were the good things that made Scheslong win this one?
Well, Scheslong had a really good map, right? Easy walls for him, dropped the TC, nice boom then, got all the eco upgrades. An uninterrupted boom for humans simply might be the strongest thing in the world, and at least in the Age of Empires world. And yeah, then Cherryman, his reaction should have been either a mangonel aggression or a successful castle, or just sit back and boom some. But he did something like in between worlds, and yeah, for a change, the cherry wasn't on top.
Yeah, I think that was a very a very hurtful moment when he tried to build that castle. It was a good try and a good idea, I think, to get the pressure on Scheslong, who was booming behind his walls all the time. But unfortunately, those 4 villagers were not enough to get the castle fast enough. And then, as you said, he should have built the stone wall or stone gate to protect those villagers from the not range units. Yeah, unfortunately, that didn't go up, and I think that was already the big point to let Cherryman fall behind. Yeah. Okay. Quick look at the stats.
KD, not pretty at Scheslong with his Cavaliers. Got so many villager kills there in the end.
Yeah.
That was just not really fortunate for Cherryman.
Devastating, yeah. Agreed.
Economy so much better for Scheslong as well. Cuman's just a powerhouse in that regard. Early MPLH as well. And Cherryman, you saw, he was a solid 2.5 minutes earlier in Castle Age, but couldn't really get the ball rolling for himself, right? The castle could have been aggressively. Scheslong didn't have any army for quite some time.
Yeah.
And yeah, just attacking the walls wasn't really what he needed.
That's true, exactly. Yeah, I mean, Scheslong had the time, right? He had this earlier second TC. He needed to rush the he didn't need to rush the Castle Age, and then Cherryman didn't happen to have the advantage then from the Castle Age.
And if you look at the timeline, the light blue is the light blue is economy, and the dark blue is military. And you see how late Scheslong was with his military production. We already had some stuff from Cherryman. Then obviously he flew in massively, but Cherryman had a timing before that.
Yeah, so that was a small time window where maybe Cherryman could have used and snowball a little bit there. But yeah, I think that's very hard for our players at our elo level.
But he had all the intel, right? He had the scout around the walls. He knew exactly what the human player could have gone for.
Could have gone for it, that's true. Okay, but let's see. Maybe it was a little bit nervous. Maybe he needed the first game as a warm-up. Let's see how the second game will go between them, because I saw Regi has already the game ID. So maybe let's see if we can find it.
Is that lobby or is that already hosted?
Good question. Let's look. Cannot find it in the lobby.
Me neither.
Also cannot find it at Spectate at the moment.
Me neither.
Okay, I'm glad that I'm not doing anything wrong regarding that. Hi Technic Alex, good morning. And hi everyone who is just turning in. Very few minutes to read the chat a little bit more at the moment, because when I'm casting and looking into the game, I'm not reading the chat.
Okay, so you got 2 minutes to sub and donate, guys.
Oh, it just found it and then disappeared again. No! Nearly sellouting me. Don't press refresh, that is not enter button. Okay, then don't press the refresh. Maybe I messed it up already. I think when that happens, I might have to restart. Did you find it, Nili? Shit.
I'm mid-feudal age.
Oh, yeah, of course. Offensive towers are not allowed. Yes, Nectary. Don't refresh. I'm so nervous, guys. I have to click that button all the time. I cannot just do nothing. Thank you, Rana Drog. That's very nice of you. I'm happy to get the positive feedback from all of you guys. It's in the spectate lobby. I messed it up.
Spec delay is still going, so no rush. We're not missing any of the action. ABCD doesn't work. It's Scheslong versus Cherryman.
I'm trying all kind of things. Click on refresh now. Oh, there it is. Ah, I found it. Okay. Okay, you cannot see it. Ah, such a stressful casting today.
Even before the game starts.
Oh, this is so crazy. Wow, just 10 seconds left. Return to main menu and try again. It works now. Found it just in time, exactly. Okay, guys. Let's go. So this time, oh god, I've gotta have a look at everything. Okay, there we go. Okay, this is Yucatan now. And we have Cherryman on Britons versus Scheslong on Berbers. Wait. He's playing Berbers again? No, wait, it was the other way around, right?
Exactly, yeah.
Okay.
We just had Scheslong with humans.
Yes.
So maybe like those are different options. That might be just like you lost with Berbers and probably try to blame the civilization. Let's pick Berbers myself and win the second game as well.
That would be such a diss. Can you say that? Yeah, such a diss against Cherryman. Do you think on this map, regarding those both civs, the Berbers is a good choice?
Well, you don't know the civ of your opponent before, right?
Mm-hmm.
So, well, technically Britons could have the advantage here. Still having the very strong archers, as we mentioned yesterday. Faster working archery ranges, more range on those crossbowmen in Castle Age, and cheaper TCs when it comes to the wood, gives you a nice control. And this one is pretty wallable most of the time, especially if we look at Scheslong's map. Very nice and cozy.
That's true. There's always almost like forest all around his base.
Oh, and we have a very educated viewer here in the chat.
Educated?
Yeah. Okay, so the specialty of this map, while we see Scheslong maybe losing his scout, gets away there. And the specialty of this map is that we have way more hunt. So it's 3 boars instead of 2, 8 deer instead of 4 or 3. And therefore, a civilization with a hunt bonus, such as Mongols, is really, really strong.
Yeah.
And if we think about Mongols, we think about Steppe Lancers, maybe Hussars, and Elite Mangudai. And a perfect counter to that is the Camel Archers from Berbers. So it might have been a mind game by Scheslong.
True. Maybe we can have an interview with the players afterwards. I think that would be a very interesting question to ask him.
Okay. You're writing down the questions, right?
I'm writing them down, so let's ask why Scheslong picked Berbers in the second game.
Meanwhile, behind this, Scheslong lost a villager against the boar at home.
Oh.
Obviously, 3 boars triple the threat.
Higher chance of getting a villager killed. Okay. So Cherryman taking the hunt from the deers. That was a very nice location of the deer, quite close to the berries. So with this 1 mill, he can cover the deer and the berries, which is quite convenient here. For Scheslong, this looks a little bit more different. The deer is not next to the berries, but he still decided to put the mill to the deer.
Yeah, as we all know, hunt and boars are faster than every other income we have basically on this map, and therefore going for that nice and early is something I like a lot.
Yeah, they are having thoughts on their games and they're very well prepared. You can tell. Okay.
Because strategies could be something in the fast castle direction here. Scheslong even having 2 extra boars at the left-hand side, if he wanted to go for those, but didn't even scout them. Still very active at home, and look at that, his sheep are doing a good job of scouting for him as well.
Exactly. I just wanted to mention, because those 2 birds there just went through the little hole that is between the 2 forests. So he should have seen that now and wall it then later, because that could be a weak spot if you don't see it. So those 2 birds just did a nice job scouting that little hole.
And well, Scheslong uses this map again, and that looks like another very boomy approach to me, right? If you have such a tight base and your walls that early, I don't mind him even going fast castle on this map.
Yeah, and so easy wallable. Would you put the walls at the same spot here?
No, he's walling the boar off, he's walling the berries off, not giving him a lot of control over the stone.
Yeah.
I think I would have liked them a bit more aggressively.
Yeah. I mean, he scouted this forest patch in the front, which would have been quite easily maybe to use as a part of the wall. And then, or to the edge or so. Yeah. 2 palisade gates behind each other. Do the Berbers also have this advantage with the 2 palisades behind each other? Oh, right.
But they don't have any bonuses for their buildings. No, villagers walk a bit faster. That's a bonus we didn't mention yet. So the economy is a bit more efficient there. And again, we see Cherryman playing something in the feudal age direction without being on gold, actually. So interested to see what his plan is going to be there. And Scheslong, that looks like a fast castle to me.
Like you also suggested him to do. So Cherryman would then be completely walled, as far as I would say.
Thing is, he didn't think about his food. Like, he could have had so much more. He could have had 1 more berry bush, he could have had 1 more boar and 3 more turkeys that he kind of lost. 2 on the outside left hand side, 1 still scouting at the right hand side. That could have been like 1,500 more free food that he now needs to invest into farms.
Okay. Lots of idols now for Scheslong. Yeah, he has 25 villagers now.
And doesn't really know what to do with all these villagers. Doesn't want to build a mining camp apparently. Now builds another gate at the top. And not on gold. That won't be a smooth fast castle.
Maybe it was not his plan to go for... Well, I mean, the villager count and everything says, right? Oh, now he's on gold. Maybe he was like, oh shit, I forgot.
Yeah.
Happens.
Cherryman behind this is going for scouts from home. And yeah, that's again the thing from him, right? He did scout the walls, sees that he can't do damage, and still goes for army that shouldn't do much.
I think he didn't scout all the walls.
But just click inside, and if you can't get inside, well, you now should know it. And well, that's kind of a repeat of the first game.
Yeah, right. And Scheslong doing a very good job in making sure that no one can get fast in with the double gates, and now building more buildings behind the first palisade wall on the right. So 3 scouts or 4 scouts that Cherryman has out will probably not be able to do much.
Yeah, maybe knock a bit at the door, but no one will open. And now the question is, what is Scheslong going for? Massive amount of villagers on gold. I wouldn't be surprised if he drops a mining camp next to the stone and tries to go for camel archers.
Cherryman also prepared 2 spearmen already in case Scheslong would come over with the horses. But Scheslong is on his way to castle age, as you said it. It worked for him. He was probably just buying the last gold that he needed.
Yeah. And, well, we even criticized all the food that is outside. The free food, and he isn't even going for the berries in the back. So I did the math earlier, like 1.5k food not taken that is free. Now it's more like 2.5k. He really likes farms, apparently. Chad was thinking about a vegan challenge that he didn't want to go for the boar, but he's not going for the berries either, and I'm not really sure what kind of diet that is then.
Yeah, just love and air.
And farms.
And farms. But only 4. Let's see. On the long run, this might be difficult then. What will he produce once he's castle age, Nili? What do you think?
Like, I wanted to see... Oh,
that
what is that?
there?
Attacking the boar there?
Wait.
Someone called Peter!
That was a lame. Cherryman! Debbie, did you see that?
Disqualification. Admin, please to the game board.
disqualification incoming. Laming the boar, please.
What did he do? He lamed the boar.
I think it was a misclick with the scouts. I think he just clicked over there and killed it there. But I'm not an admin. If you're the harsh admin, just call it here.
Oh boy, not really a lame. The boar is dead, yeah. He killed the boar with the 3 scouts. It's an extra boar, and we are in Castle Age. Yeah, it was not the beginning boar. Let's just go ahead with casting for the moment. So I think it's not that critical because, yeah, it was an extra boar that was standing around there. No, they're not. Okay, yeah, I would agree. Okay, let's go ahead, Nili. Second TC from Scheslong. Cherryman is on his way to Castle Age now. Scheslong was a little bit earlier here, of course, with the fast castle. Village account is even so far. Quite even. Yeah, I think the last thing I asked you was what Scheslong is going to build.
Yeah, and he's building a stable now, so might be some knights from him as well. He again, the guy with the second TC a bit earlier, drops a lot of farms, even got the farm upgrade here, and well, he will get some map control. Cherryman drops the second barrack, tries to counter that, goes for a lot of pikemen again.
Okay, so he's assuming the horses already from Scheslong.
Yeah, indeed, without being scouted, so knows about the strengths of his opponent. Also, he did scout both stone spots and knows that his opponent is not going for camera archers, so could make some sense, yeah.
The scout from Scheslong died, but that's not too bad because he will have the knights now.
Archery range being dropped now by our Britain player. I love that. Even double archery range, not that heavily onto gold, but still can go for some crossbowman. The economy will be pretty similar, and well, I think this one will be a way more even game than number 1.
Yeah, I'm hoping for that. Let's see if he's building the second town center. Perfect. Okay. Third town center already.
For Cherryman, yeah.
Afterwards, yes.
And then he might be ahead in economy eventually. If we look at this one here, Scheslong, he's not building a 30C. I don't even find a good spot. Can't really build around his stone anymore because he built so many farms. Goes for some more knights, but they shouldn't achieve too much.
Now he's quite limited in his space. Space in the base. But now he's building an... Ooh, that was from my side now. Yay! And a forward... Can you say that? Forward town center, outside town center.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And that will be a lot of wood control. It gets an archer range down there. Now the question is that going to be skirms or janitors? Just saw them in the last game, but not doing too much.
I mean skirms for the archers that are now being produced by Cherryman. Thanks, Eepy. Thank you. You made it to 1 year. Holy shit! Thank you. And there was no copyright music in this one.
Knights are trying to get into Cherryman's base at the left-hand side, but nice quick wall here behind this.
And then strap with the pikemen.
Oh yeah, that's so nice.
That was really good move. All the 3 knights will die here. Good job from Cherryman.
Oh, my glass here.
Oh no! Don't destroy it. It was used too often for the sound of the jokes.
Yeah.
Oh, you need an additional extra glass for that.
Yeah. Maybe I can do some sound effects for Lemon Tree for the intro.
Lemon Tree?
You know the song?
Yes.
You know the song Lemon Tree?
Yes.
How does the intro go?
True. Yes, it's this. Yeah, that's a good idea. You could do that,
Flash.
Nili. If the Age of Empires casting and playing career will end at some point, you can still step up as a glass musician for intros.
The classical glass musician, yeah.
Very, very famous instrument.
Yeah, and like, what are your qualifications? Like, I did some weird sounds on stream. Oh, you're hired.
I'm a famous glass musician. Didn't you hear of me yet? Okay, a little bit trash talk in between does not harm. Okay, but now we'll have some mangonels from Scheslong. He will probably use them against the archers from Cherryman, which are still stacked up in those archery ranges. He has a lot of archers now in his archery ranges.
Gets fletching as well. There's 6 villagers behind, so that's still pretty even. And it seems like Scheslong didn't use his archery range at all. And mangonels, we discussed it yesterday. How good of a counter are they against Britain crossbows?
The Britain crossbows have a more far range. So if you take care of your archers, you can shoot the mangonels without them even hitting you.
Oh, indeed, that's the case. So let's see how good the...
Sorry. Let's see if he also knows that and...
Well, he gets Botkin now. And Pikeman at the front. Kills his own knights there at the front.
Regarding the score, Cherryman is a little bit ahead right now.
Oh, the split!
The split move there! Look at that, Nili! Holy shit, Cherryman!
Is this Hidden Cup Finals or is this ABCD
My goodness!
Semifinals?
Look at our players! I knew they would impress you. I first! Now he said, oh shit, I cannot fight this microing here. I gotta take back my mangonels.
Hello.
Hello
Yeah, now
there.
I would be scared against those splits.
Hello there! I like how you said that, Nili. Oh. Okay.
Those were better splits than when I took my ballet lessons.
Oh, I want to see that. I want to see Nili doing ballet. Can you do like a donation or sub goal for making a ballet lesson?
Sure.
Silly Nili.
Just sub to Artemis stream, and if we break 1,000 subs to stream, I will post the videos.
We are already so close to 1,000 subs, Nili. You better should not have said that.
Not my responsibility.
Okay, guys, challenge accepted or not? Okay, we have a castle now from Scheslong. I could offer to teach you a little bit, Nili, if you want. I did ballet actually for quite a long time in my youth, like a lot of girls did in their youth, so it's not surprising. And if
you think
want,
I didn't?
I never said that. I think you didn't.
You just said you can teach me something. Like, really,
no.
I can teach you Age of Empires as well. I did play some Age of Empires in my youth.
Well, okay. I can only say wrong things right now, right? I actually did it for quite a while. I was not a professional dancer, but I did it for a couple of years. But yeah, that does not mean anything. You're right. Let's focus on the game. This can only get worse. Cherryman is housed again. We've seen that already earlier. It happens to him quite often, but the villager count is still quite even. Let's see who will get some fighting here in the middle soon. Did Cherryman build a castle yet? Alright.
Did not. Is sitting on 290 stone for now.
I think he started quite late with getting on the stone.
Yeah, it's not the worst thing with crossbowmen, because they're already that strong. Longbow, not that easy to mash up if you have only one caster, so I don't mind the crossbowman approach for now.
Okay. He's getting rid of all the mangonels that are coming out from Scheslong's base.
The mangonel!
Oh, now he cannot split them! He cannot split the archers because they are stuck at the water! No.
Sometimes after some ballet lessons I felt that dead as well.
Bisek already said he would watch it for the way to tight closing, meaning you always have to be careful what you say on Twitch. People will remember that forever.
Field Cherryman, man.
It's Cherryman.
Man.
Cherryman, man. Feels cherry.
Man. Cherryman.
Oh my goodness, he needs that intro. In case you will ever become a Twitch streamer, Cherryman, you need that as your own intro. That's perfect.
Just need 1.5 more friends.
You will be one of them, I guess.
Okay, then we just need 1 more friend. I'm half a friend, and then we can host our channel 2.5 Cherryman.
Oh gosh. What is Scheslong doing now? He's on his way to Imperial, and he will drop a castle probably at this hill. Yes, castle on the hill, Debbie. First out with the girl voice. Now Nili as well. What's happening to our Procasters here?
That was yesterday.
That was yesterday. We need to get
now
Nili under control. He's completely out of control, guys. Building another wall. Just a palisade wall? I don't know, but he is just walling off everywhere, it seems like.
Yeah, construction is over there as well.
Pushing slowly into the direction of Cherryman, but Cherryman's still in the lead of points, but... Well, he also clicked up to Imperial now.
But he's going for the ramp push, and ramp push against Knight, Mangonel, Castle doesn't really work. I think Cherryman, he has to get to traps here to really break those hills.
And he does not have a castle yet. He has enough gold now. Gold. Stone. Oh, let's see if he will drop one now. Because he needs the traps too when he reaches Imperial Age to get the 2 castles.
And he builds a castle, but I think that one is too aggressively. I think he might lose that castle. Look at that, only 3 villages again. Last game he built it with 4. That didn't work out too well for him. And, well, you can see Scheslong already producing traps. That castle might go down before it gets 1 trap out.
Oh my goodness. Now he's sending more villagers. Come on, Cherryman, come on! Yes, we need them. Yeah, that's good, Tuxano. Spam this can to support Cherryman. Nice. I like that. Get some support. Some hype in chat.
Yeah. And that look at the castle. That's like me in group projects as well. I'm close next to it, pretend to work, but actually sitting behind there and not doing anything.
Lol, Nini. Okay, I know as a lesson now that I will not do a group project with you. Oh. That's not very nice.
Well, I'm still reporting like the castle is built and everyone will be like, good job. And I will be, yeah, I was there.
You're casting the project too. Really nice. So now he saw the second castle from Scheslong. Building the trebuchets, but Scheslong has the traps ready. Question is, can he defend them? What do you think, Nili?
Well, the traps, he's doing some nice walls in front of that. That's good. And Cherryman, he simply doesn't have the right army to kill traps as well. Now send some traps forward, but 2 Mangonels will do a good job against that. Cavaliers around there as well. I honestly like the position of Scheslong.
The military count, 14 towards 61.
It's just important that Scheslong chills. He has to fight under his castles. That's so important. Goes back with the traps, could reposition them, and making those shots again flying in.
Yeah, he can just simply put them up again, right next to his castle, where this is more safe.
The crossmen are so stacked up. No, Auntie!
Oh,
So
shit! That was very painful. Yeah, that is not a good spot to fight for Cherryman at all. Like, this is such a narrow spot here. He's trying to get the castle on the right down with the 2 rams.
Scheslong not doing the best job of protecting against that. Still heavily repairing his own castle. Trapper going down, and it seems like he might even hold both castles.
Yeah, because the knights will clear the Rams now very quickly. And Scheslong is repairing his castle. Last trap got down, and there's no second castle from Cherryman.
Yeah, he's sitting at 450 stone. Now takes into some halberdiers behind this one as well. So eventually he will get some traps. Maybe doesn't see his second stone. It's in front of his base, in front of the blacksmith there.
All right, that's very hidden. Good
It
point.
was at the right hand side, but that's more stone investment. Mangonel now dies to the range, and Cherryman, I think he needs to find another angle to attack.
Could he shoot the traps with the archers from the other side of the pond?
I think so, yeah. Yeah, he has 10 range, right? That's more than 9. And more than 8, if you ask.
Ballistics?
I think he didn't have it earlier, but now he has university. And you will check it.
Yes.
Okay.
And house?
Yeah, on the
Villager
story of
count.
every game. Look at the resources Cherryman is floating as well.
Yeah, it's always hard for players of our elo to spend the resources appropriately. I think he's really now thinking about what would be a good move now. How can he get out of the situation? And let's see how he would decide. Defensive castle now. What do you think of this position?
I think the traps will always be stuck and will bug out, right? The castle is mainly to produce traps, and then they will get stuck behind the gold line there, maybe, but we might get that one done as well. Yeah, it's way better than the first castle for sure. Oh, he goes for Yeoman first. That's one more range on his Arbalest. And you know, 11 is even greater than 10.
Sure. Someone in chat just said dock the pond and go cannon galleon.
Britons now get cannon galleons after Rise of Raja, but well, the cast is already around and the traps are already around. So actually, I don't think Scheslong could get. Oh no, Cherryman couldn't get the docks up, and for the other side, Scheslong, well, they won't do too well against the Arbalest. So in most games, that's a good idea. I think one of the scenarios where this wouldn't work out.
You're killing now the trap.
And the problem now, Cherryman pop limit,
Yeah.
and he can't build traps.
That's
Big
unlucky.
fight, Artie. Big
Big
fight
fight.
coming in.
No, Scheslong is not really daring to go over, but he will lose his traps now, because now Cherryman realized that he can kill the traps from the other side of the pond, and he cleared them both.
Nice snipe.
Very nice.
Guys, if you're in Scheslong position here, you most of the time either want to add some skirmishers or janitors to complement your army, and most important thing is really to get the last defense upgrade, and indeed that's what he's taking now as well. It's just such a big difference against Arbalest.
Yeah. Yeah, he's not adapting that much from his army composition wise, right? He's doing this since pretty much the beginning. Building now the Cavaliers and the Onagers. And if Cherryman plays it well, the Onagers will not be able to hit at all.
Cherryman now, I would think, deleted some villagers to get this trap out. Not the greatest
Looks like
numbers.
it.
Cavaliers kind of putting their toe into the water, but seeing it way too hot.
5 Onagers coming over now.
But they should get heavily outranged against the Arbalest. Big split by the Arbalest. Harvard is way too far back though. Uh-oh, that's a big one.
They should have been more in the front. Oh. He's losing the trap. And a lot of Arbalest there. Sending his pikemen now to the Onagers.
Yeah, But he only next to the onagers. They didn't even focus down the onagers. Still, every single onager alive. Arbeles micro is pretty solid on point at the left-hand side, but that was a good one for Scheslong.
Yes. He has still a lot of cavaliers left, and now he's even in the base, and the villager there standing under the gate, just opening it for the other cavaliers. A great incoming now.
Cavaliers now diving in. We'll find some villager kills, but I think most of them will die.
So the army of Cherryman is just focusing on one part, and there are only 3 cavaliers left, but they can go all the way through the base and kill a lot of villagers if they will be not cleared soon.
Yeah, and that's a repeat of game number 1 again,
Yeah.
right? But both players heavily bleeding at the moment. We just had pop 200 against 200. Now it's down to 120 and 150. So both kind of needing to lick their wounds here.
There's one knight from Cherryman attacking the mining camp of Scheslong at the very left. He could just kill all the villagers there. Oh, now he's doing it. It was just funny to see.
Oh, Arbeles now at the front. Still 4 onagers around. Artie, this could be bad.
Oh my goodness! Ah, that's painful.
I'm holding my breath. And
Lot of
oh, that's
death.
another connection.
Lot of deaths there.
Oh, that's so ballsy.
Oh. And there's a GG. That was
Oh,
kind
you're
of
timing?
surprising.
He's still ahead in score.
I mean, he lost a lot of villagers because of the 2 or 3 cavaliers raiding in the back of his base, but he could have cleared them at some point, and the score is still even. I mean, the military of Scheslong was just 14 left.
Yeah, I'm not sure how much Cherryman would have had left in one onager shot, but yeah, well, the eco of Cherryman wasn't looking too great now, right? He had 50 idols out of 70 villagers, still didn't get his stone at the front, no gold control. That was really very problematic for him as well. But I still thought he had some more fighting potential.
Yeah, I agree. Cherryman, dude, it's a semi-final. Don't resign too early if there's a little slight chance. Okay. Well, GG though, both players. This match was definitely more even than the first one. On Cherryman's home map here.
I think if Cherryman simply builds his first castle at home, simply for trap production, he had like at 1.60 military to 15 or something. It just, he wasn't able to break this double castle position there.
Yeah, that's true. He was not getting that. The Rams died quite fast, and Scheslong could defend those 2 castles pretty easily.
Yeah.
We saw some nice microing from Cherryman with those arbalests, but in the end, he felt
And simply
scared.
castled up. What a chess move.
Maybe he's a chess player too, who knows? Famous chess player. Okay. Yeah. Is there anything you would like to add to this match, or should we dive right into the third one?
The statistics.
Let's have a look at the statistics. Yeah, this one looked way more evenly here.
Yeah, resources were pretty close as well. Scheslong with a reasonable fast castle there. Cherryman again going for some scouts. And yeah, that's one of the things I see a lot from the like around 1K players, that they kind of get into a game with a game plan, but very competitive RTS is being played due to the information you get during the game. So use your scout, and if you see that your opponent is fully walled and you can't do anything with melee units, simply don't build them. And we saw that in both games here for Cherryman.
Yeah. Yeah, I think that's a very difficult thing and takes some time to learn, like to be able to adapt to the actual situation. A game plan beforehand makes sense and it's nice, but you also have to be able to adapt that to the situation. Yeah. Yeah, I mean, it was really even for a long time, and then when Scheslong was starting to begin to build more army towards the end after Imperial Age, and Cherryman was scared somehow, even though I think there would have been a chance for him still.
Or simply the lack of traps, and he didn't really use his range, right? He was just so scared. He outranges onagers heavily.
Yeah.
He outranges, like, he could have shot the traps.
Yeah.
He is on the same range as castles, so those traps were not protected.
I'm wondering if Cherryman was aware of that.
Oh, that should have been something he should be aware of, because he picked Britons.
Yeah. Maybe that would be a question if Cherryman would be down for an interview afterwards.
Yeah, write it down.
Yes, I'm writing it down. If you know anything else that we could ask later, it's always good to have them already prepared the question.
Okay, I wanted to know the capital of Nepal.
Yeah, you can ask that too if you want. It's not...
Okay.
Just ask them. Maybe they will know the answer. They can get an extra point for knowing that.
Oh, but what is if the score is 3-3 then? If they know it's Kathmandu.
Well, they will not get the point for deciding the matches. It will just be a sympathy point.
Okay, so...
Chat knows already. Oh, don't tell it to Cherryman though. Okay, I think I would have a short toilet break, but maybe we will have anyways to wait until the next game.
I can do Q&A with your chat.
Oh, that sounds great. That's a good stuff here. Guys, just ask anything you want. Nili will answer everything. And I'll be right back.
Yeah, well, everything.
That's your chance, guys.
They didn't host with spec delay. So I'm already in the game, actually. But toilet break time. I would like to hear if the winner can predict who wins WC3. Okay. Nili, what is more than 10? Oh, there could be a lot of right answers. I would go for 10 plus pi. How's it to cast with our lovely pleb arty? She's not a pleb. Please behave. What is the population of Nepal? I don't know. It's not a lot. Big Hype ABCD Grand Final of Boa 2. Easily ABCD Grand Final. Going to happen tomorrow. The Viper, Debbie, and Artemis plays. You have to tune in, guys. We're expecting over 25k viewers. What country is Kathmandu the capital of? Nepal. Do you have tattoos? Not visible ones. Should I eat pizza? That's not really a question. That's like... The answer is always yes there. Not really sure. You could ask, what kind of pizza do I eat? How many pizzas should I eat? What should be the topping? When do I eat it? But not if. Nili, does ABCD inspire you to host your own low elo tournament? Actually, before the tournament, yes. Because I felt like, oh god, that's a niche in our market, something I could go for. But the organization has been so professional that I would always get overshadowed. And therefore I backed off. I already did some ideas. I got 20k Microsoft funding, but they pulled back now after the huge success of ABCD 1. Rhetorical question do not exist for Nili. That's true. Nili, are you concerned about the entertainment value with casting lower elo players fulfilled? Nili, are you concerned about the entertainment value with casting lower elo players fulfilled? You have to re-ask that question. I don't understand. Nili, is there going to be a mid-elo tournament in the future? Well, it depends on how you define mid-elo. Like, Visible Cup was just a tournament that did not include the top players and had like 170 signups. So there were a lot of unknown names in there. Also, just think about AOE Olympics, a big tournament with several hundreds of players. That could be a good one as well for you to watch if you are looking for that.
Hello?
Hello?
Really, are you not talking to chat?
There's nothing common.
What? Are you not taking the chance to ask all the private questions to Nili? No, just kidding. Hope you enjoyed the time with Nili.
Nili, what about 1400 to 1500 ELO tournament? Well, I think AOE Olympics will be pretty good for you, and I think that sounds like a biased question. I assume you are something in that ballpark, right? And yeah, it's like you can still compete in some tournaments and in some rounds. Yeah. When is your next DM World Cup 3 game? I might play tomorrow against Stout. He just needs to post it on AoE Zone, otherwise it won't happen. But yeah, I'm playing Stout next week, and you need to fast forward, Artie.
Oh, you're in the game. Okay.
Yeah.
Perfect. Then I'll forward. So we are at the same time. Okay.
Nili, how should I beat Scheslong if I will play him in the finals? Well, watch the games and listen to everything Artie is saying, and then you're very well informed.
What is this now? Okay.
I think you need to reload then, because my game is running.
Game data. What is this?
Maybe you joined too late? Just try to rejoin.
Okay. Okay, you have a little bit more time. Then.
Yeah. Again, Berbers versus Britons? No, this time it's Franks versus Britons. The overlay didn't change yet.
Just
Give us some time.
Hi, Fingolfin! Nice to see you! And hey, everyone who is just joining. Sorry, we have to focus on our next casting now. Nili, can you do one of your famous introductions again? You can do that so much better than me.
Okay, just go fast forward.
Yes.
And then full speed. Okay, now we can see at the left-hand side in the red trunks, Cherryman here. He's scouting like a madman, finds some of his sheep. He is playing the Franks here, civilization that is really good when it comes to cavalry. Lovely move by him, and I'm expecting a lot of map control from him as well. At the right-hand side, we will see Mr. Scheslong. He likes to play cavalry before, but now that he's switching it up, goes for archer range himself and is trying to go for the defensive woodline. Let's take a look. Cherryman, he's building a barrack, and we're expecting a rush potentially there. And well, I don't really know how far you're in the game. Okay, we're still building houses. We're only going now for the berries. Sorry.
What is happening there?
Oh.
It stopped again.
Uh-oh, and Paladins diving into the longbow man here. Could be the game finishing move. And
Game crashed. Yours did not crash, right?
no. I'm fighting like big Onager shots here. Oh, what a beautiful game. Oh, so glad that I can cast this here.
Restart.
Great entertainment.
Not yours, RT.
Oh, and the quick walls. Oh, out of nowhere. Oh, Cherryman. My man. Winning game number 3, 2-1 for him. Let's jump into game number 4 here after looking at the statistics.
Nili, stop it! Oh! Oh, hopefully. No! It's just not working. I cannot watch the game. It's not working. It crashed again.
Just like my feelings.
Oh! No! Hey, Ariane. Restart the game. I restart Age of Empires. Nili.
Okay.
Maybe we have to be a little bit behind this one because we are missing a lot of stuff right now.
No problem.
Sorry for that.
Okay, Artie.
Mm-hmm.
How do you call
Oh god.
a
please no.
Norwegian that always know where to go to?
A Norwegian that always knows
Like,
where to go to.
Who is really good at like reading maps, finding his way through cities. Could you say he has a good orientation?
Can I simply not reply to that? It's Sunam. Erjan. Sunam and Erjan. Was that a joke? I think so, Rana. I think it was a joke.
Yeah, I always give the
Grills.
sound file so that you know when to laugh. It's just like comedies, right?
Okay.
If you were like, was that the joke or not? But then the laugh track starts and you know, nice, now it's my time to laugh.
I will just wait for the reaction of chat and then insert the laughing right away.
Yeah, the problem is like, my chat mainly goes for the head shaking, which is kind of my way of applause.
Head shaking is your way of applause?
Yeah, like
I
if
can
people
do
just
this.
like
I
shake
can
their head
give you
like,
an
oh no,
applause."
Nili. Oh no. And that's like kind of my way of getting the good feelings out of the chat.
Nibot says, Nili, can you all Oslo tell the joke, please?
What? Nili, can you Oslo?
I think it was a typo.
Ah.
Yes, Debbie, that's what you said. That was a good one then from from Nibot. Okay, let's give it a second, a third, a fourth try. Please. This time.
Yeah. Sorry, Nilbot. There's no way I can do that.
So, where are you right now in the game, Nini?
Right-hand side corner.
At which time point?
15 minutes, 40 seconds.
What? Already? I don't
Yeah.
dare to click on playback fast forward. Speed up. Oh gosh.
Risky move.
It's really
Wonka
risky.
S.
Risky move! Clicking fast forward in Age of Empires DE. And that was... Really should restart. But if it won't work again, then maybe we can restart again both. Let's see, so far it's working. I'm at 3 minutes now.
Okay.
Still some way to go. Don't move the screen. I just do nothing now. I don't move anything. Just cross my fingers.
Yeah. Maybe you can say something. What was for breakfast today?
My breakfast. Well, it was pretty boring. I just wanted to eat something real fast because I was not too hungry, as I was very nervous, as you know.
Fast food for breakfast.
Yeah, no, not fast. Well, no, not the classical definition of fast food, but it was fast to make. It was just bread with some almond butter spread. So,
Okay.
nothing very interesting. And a good coffee, of course. Did you eat anything for breakfast, Mimi?
I'm halfway through my Red Bull can.
Wow. That's real fast food there.
Yeah. Didn't take me that long to prepare.
But you still have some left in case you need more.
I have more cans, yes.
That's good. That's nutrition.
I
Really would
only
be a
want to
good
read the
cop.
back of what's in here. Oh god. Oh god, no, I really don't.
Are you drinking coffee, Nili, at all?
No, no.
No, you're the
I
energy,
don't like caffeine.
the energy drink person. Red lost
Nope.
a villager to the boar. Oh shit. Cherryman, no! Don't start off with that. So you said stop at 15 minutes, right?
No, I'm at 19 minutes now.
Okay, you're still at the live speed.
Yeah.
Okay. I'm at 14. I don't dare to move anything. Oops. Moved.
Don't touch your mouse.
It's hard. I don't have to click play then because it will just end there. That's good. Not touching anything. Was there no spec delay? There was a spec delay, but we started late. They are really fast. Like, they play a game, start immediately the next one. No time to catch breath for Cherryman. I don't know. I mean, they are not pro players. I would need like 5 minutes break maybe in between the matches.
Viper thinks that 25 minutes isn't enough.
Really?
So,
Okay. And look at our beginners then.
yeah.
They just do one after another, no break, no catch of breath.
Maybe we should invite them for the big tournaments, yeah.
Yeah,
No whining afterwards.
exactly. Okay, Nili, I catched up with you now. Finally.
Okay.
We are at Castle Age! Yay, that was fast.
Choo choo! Okay, checking on the way to Imp now. I like the crossbow numbers here of Scheslong. 45 army against 25. And yeah. Oh, now both players on the way to Imp. Nice economy here, 75 villagers to 85 as well.
Okay, for me, they are not going imp yet. You are at 22 minutes? You need such a
I'm at
troll?
22:40.
Okay,
All good.
Me too. So, that was a joke again? He's trolling? Oh,
Was it a joke?
God.
Nili?
I was so confused with this game stopping all the time and then catching up, and I'm so scared that it will crash again, so I didn't think of anything else. No brain capacity left at the moment. Ugh. Okay, so this is the pick from, by the way, we should maybe say that this is the pick from Scheslong, the home map from Scheslong. Yeah. No, wait. Cherryman had to pick again, right? Oh
Yeah.
gosh, I'm completely confused. Anyways, there's a castle now from Cherryman in the Golden Pit. So he's the first one in there.
Two crossbowmen moving out. They won't have the greatest field trip ever.
He
Crossbow production
sent 4
continues
villagers
there.
again, Nili, and then decided to send 2 more, as he maybe figured out that 4 did not work last time.
But
I definitely need an RT confused emote, yes. That's a good suggestion. What did I miss so far in the game, Nili?
nothing. KD is 4-3. You did catch that the villager died there. There's not much going on. 50 versus 50 villagers.
Okay.
Otherwise, I would have like gone radio cast and tell people what's going on. But actually, you struggling with the DE was more enjoyable than the game so far.
Alright. Then we didn't miss much. Let's see if Cherryman can defend his position in the Golden Pit. I'm wondering why Scheslong was not going earlier for that Golden Pit position. What do you think, Nili? Is it better to go there right away and claim the spot, or is it better to wait a little bit and then maybe have a bigger army or whatever?
Well, that's a super complex question because it comes down to how the openings were at the beginning and what the civilizations look like. I actually don't mind to play Britons just at the top because your gold kind of lasts till early Imperial Age, and then you can take the control with halberdiers, with some castles as well. So I don't mind this too much. Cherryman felt, okay, I go for knights, which are really costly on the gold side. Therefore, he wanted to go for the approach in the center a bit earlier.
Okay. Forward monastery now from Cherryman. I think we haven't seen monasteries yet, right? I think this is the first game where someone's going for the relics.
I think so as well. Yeah, maybe monastery, but not really a lot of relic control, that's for sure. And well, Scheslong needs to find something to break the defense in the center. Oh, he runs around and tries to go for the counter attack. I don't mind that.
Okay, sending 2 pikemen to the front. Now he sees that there's the monastery. Maybe he can try to prevent Cherryman from getting the relics.
Oh, we'll see about that.
Cherryman housed again.
Crosswomen could break this gate quite easily, but I think that should be enough knights, and they have solid upgrades here. I think that will be a mop up.
That could cost Scheslong all his army.
pretty much like it. Nice defense here by Scheslong though, but yeah, upgrades were too good against him. And well, those are heavy losses. Cherryman ahead in villagers and military.
Nice, Cherryman. Good job here. And Debbie, he built X-throwing thingies. I have to say that to Debbie because that's the thing. X-throwing thingies. Okay. So, yeah, Cherryman was able to defend his precious spot in the middle. Military count now 9 to 20 for Cherryman. The points are also starting a little bit point-wise to differ. Cherryman in the lead. Now he's collecting the relics. Why does Cherry not push now? Yeah, what would you do at this point now, Nili? Because you could assume that Scheslong used quite a bit of his army now to get that aggression, but cleared it completely.
Going over to the other side and try to poke, try to keep his opponent honest would be a good choice. He doesn't really have a lot of siege to break this area though. I think Scheslong, after losing all his army, should really sit behind his walls. His army at the front, they're really exposed, and Cherryman could take a second good fight here.
Yeah. Cherryman housed again. Yeah, you can clear the second army, so there's like no military left anymore. Defensive castle coming in from Scheslong.
How much gold does he still have left? He has 500, like 800 gold still at the top. Has 1.4k in the bank. Is up to Imperial Age, so 2.2k gold still to work with. And then he needs to make something happen towards the center.
Yeah. He's trying to build a stone wall now behind the wood wall. And let's see. Scheslong will not be able to break through here, but more on the right, yeah. Okay, this time he made it his way through. This time Scheslong was not able to build the bunker like the last two games. Oh my goodness, go Cherryman, go! We want to see you win this time.
Looks good indeed. X-Men are pushing in here. Knights are finding a good angle as well. And Scheslong, he lost so much army, he can't really defend himself at the moment.
Yeah, he cannot really come up with anything at the moment to get rid of those knights and clear them. And also some X-throwing people.
Thingies.
Thingies, the thingies. Of course.
Knights diving in deep, trying to find some villager kills. Villager advantage now massively in favor of our Frank player, who's up to Imperial Age as well, and lots more knights in production.
Yeah, he cleared a lot here. Now this is like double the villager count for Cherryman. Go Cherryman! Let's see, does he keep his military production up enough? He has to keep it going now, because when it's getting cleared slowly, he needs to keep the push and the pressure up. He's in such a good position now.
Let's see, Knights are still active, trying to find some more villager kills. Won't really get that.
Yeah.
And Scheslong, he cleared everything up, now tries to re-wall, but reaches in with a very poor eco. Look at that, 19 idle villagers, so much idle around you're starting to see.
Yeah, that was a lot of confusion now for him, and a lot of, yeah, just hit setback, a big setback. So let's see if he can recover from that. Now also halfway to Imperial for Cherryman, building lots of stables, a university, to get, I think, upgrades for the X-Men.
Not really there. I think that might just be for chemistry later on, to go for bombard cannons.
Okay.
Maybe for the upgrades for the buildings. Well, we will see. It doesn't really need the university now, but okay. You're still controlling the center quite nicely. Scheslong sending some villagers out. What are they up to?
I don't know. Scout if there's still space somewhere now, because he didn't see the castle and he didn't see that Cherryman was in that golden pit. I mean, he probably assumed it, but he didn't see it yet. Now he knows that there is a big castle sitting right in the middle, and Cherryman is happily farming the gold since quite a while. And now they're both Imperial Age.
Oh man, Cherryman, he's getting all the necessary upgrades as well. He will have good numbers. Scheslong, actually that's not too bad for him. He could just play Mass Halberdier and try to counter that, but so far, only 2 barracks, 3 barracks now, and... Ooh, not the greatest upgrades, not the greatest production. I think he might just get overrun.
You sure he's an earlier runner? I'm not sure about that. He has a trap now also. Well, let's see if he can use that yet, because there's not too much army to protect it. With the knights, Cherryman could kill the trap really fast.
Yeah, I don't really think he can move out here. I think he needs halberdiers. And
Cherryman also really needs to take care to not let Scheslong catch breath. Because Scheslong knows how to come back, I think. So
yeah.
please, Cherryman, keep up the pressure. Don't let him catch his breath. You had a good raid, yes, but now you have to make sure you can lead this advantage to the win.
Oh, we now see Bearded Axe, an upgrade that we don't see too often. 1 extra range for the Axeman coming in. And Cherryman, he wants to disengage, throwing axe thingies, are taking a good fight against the pikemen.
Nice. Look at the left side corner.
No, look at the fight.
Sunam, I cannot look at the left side corner now. I'm sorry. So we got the knights in it. Oh! There's a resign of Scheslong!
G to the
Wait.
G.
It says
And
yes.
yeah, oh, it's simply too many cavaliers in there.
It says end of game data.
Yeah, it's GG. It's GG.
It is GG? I'm like, ah!
Yeah. Your game dropped, but a minute later it was GG called. And
Okay.
Cherryman won. Yeah.
Oh, wow. This is the first loss of the tourney for Scheslong.
And we were here to witness it.
Wow, Nili! This is such a moment in this tourney. Wow, GG. Cherryman, this was a great play.
Yeah, massive amount of knights there, the nice clear up. But Scheslong moving out there after... Well, that was again a game where scouting wasn't really there, right? Just moving out with his crossbows, didn't really know what was waiting for him, and had to pay the price for it.
He didn't see much, and Cherryman had those knights already in place, cleared it quite easily, was able to raid and distract Scheslong so much and kill a lot of his economy, where he could not really come back from that. That was very nice, claiming the spot in the middle really early, and Scheslong did not have enough vision, as you said already. Yeah. Very smooth from Cherryman here. GG. Nice. So we can watch a 4th match. Nili, I'm stealing some more of your time. Oh, but I hope you're having fun casting the matches with me too. I think our players are doing a really great job.
Yeah, I'm impressed, and it's good to see Cherryman win. I thought he had the chance in game 2 there, and yeah, getting his name on the scoreboard there is really nice.
Yes, definitely. I think also he needed that. Maybe it will give him back some motivation and some trust into his skills, that he can still maybe have a chance to win this matchup. So let's have a look at the statistics. Yeah, this time pretty much everything in favor for Cherryman.
Yeah, I already clicked out, but yeah, you can see...
was faster feudal and faster imperial, but that did not help. What did you want to say, Nili? Sorry, I think I interrupted.
No, I just want to say that I didn't have the stats open anymore.
Okay.
So you had to go through them on your own.
Yeah, I mean, there's not much to say. We had it already. Would you think that there might be a question we could ask to Scheslong afterwards? Like,
Who just lost?
Or to Cherryman?
Asking people about losses is never great, right?
Yeah, or to Cherryman. To either of them. Because I don't know. that game went not very smooth for Scheslong for whatever reason. He was not that well walled like last games.
Yeah, I think it all came down to the scouting. So if you want to ask a question, it was more like, what's your game plan and what did you think your opponent was going for? Because Frank's, it's kind of obvious knights.
Yeah.
And then moving out with only crossbowmen didn't feel right. So that's
true.
Like, that's a provocative question I would ask. And then the interviewee would always be like, yeah, he would have gone knights. And then I'm like, and why did you move out? And he's like, yeah, that's probably a mistake.
Okay.
So maybe you find a more polite way to not embarrass him.
Okay.
Okay, apparently game ID is posted as well.
Oh, they are really not taking a break between their games. They're like, oh gosh, next one, next one. I mean, they've played 3 tournament games now in a row. That's really exhausting.
And speculate now this time a bit longer. And, well, we have a lot of time to chat because it's going to be arena as well.
Okay, so Scheslong this time picked arena. We can have a long chat. That's nice. Have some interaction with the people here in the chat.
That's so weird. Scheslong was the guy banning Oasis as well, right?
Let me check again.
Cherryman banned Team Islands.
Yes, I think so.
So he really didn't want to fight at 2 angles, probably. He might just be the one-dimensional push guy.
Might be. That's also something we could ask.
Yeah.
No Cherryman? Ah, yeah, I got the question wrong. Okay.
Okay, so there was always a 5-minute delay. The thing is...
We were just too slow.
Yeah.
They are really, like, going hard.
I need to write the devs. Wouldn't it be nice to have a tech tree over here as well? If you're just in the waiting room, waiting for the spec delay.
What do you mean, a tech tree?
Well, that you can click, like, look at the civilizations and their strengths.
How can you do
while
that?
waiting here? You can't, and I think that would be nice.
That would be actually nice, that's true.
Yeah.
Especially for people who don't know everything by heart, like me. There are a lot of civs and there's a lot to know about. Maybe you can tell us a little bit about that already. Maybe the arena and the civs.
Yeah, so arena, as you all know, we're starting completely surrounded by stone walls or wood. Therefore, an early aggression absolutely not on the cards here. You have to play something in Castle Age or Imperial Age, and therefore we usually pick civilizations that are pretty strong in, let's say, mid Castle Age or early Imperial Age. And, well, Mayans, certainly one of those with plumed archers. Could be really strong there, or the option of eagles. On the other side, Lithuanians, that's probably trying to play for the relic control because they get extra attack for their knights the more relics they control.
So this time we will probably see a lot of relic action here. They heavily rely on them, right? And let's see who has the fast castle skills. What siege do Lithuania get is a question in the chat.
I don't think great ones. I don't really know. I think it might be siege ram, onager, no bombard cannon is what I would guess.
Okay. No siege ram, so no heavy scorp, but...
Oh god, so they have nothing. But bombard cannon. Okay, so it's wrong with everything. Holy moly. Okay. Lithuania, not really a siege civilization. They have pretty good trash units as well. They have good cavaliers / paladins.
The siege towers. So, there was the siege tower bug. Is that still existing?
I don't know. Apparently, yes. But I rarely see / play with siege towers.
Okay. Right. Game's about to start, so if Scheslong will win this one, he will have won. Oh god, my English grammar is horrible. He will have won the whole matchup. If Cherryman wins, we will have even 5 matches.
Mm-hmm.
So let's see.
That's the home map of Scheslong, so he should be prepared. He should have a plan here as well.
Yeah, what's that? What's grammar, Debbie? What is this? Never heard of that. Okay. Should I try again with the intro?
Not try. You just do it.
I just do it. Okay, everyone, welcome to another matchup from the ABC tourney in the semi-finals between Scheslong in the south with blue playing the Lithuanians against Cherryman in the north playing the Mayans, and on the map called Arena. And my lovely Cocaster, Nili.
Oh, good, Nili. I want a child from you.
What? I never said that.
What? No, that was a crowd.
Oh yeah, of course the crowd. Yeah, throw your panties, guys. Throw your panties at Nili. Okay.
Well, it's Corona time. No one is wearing any panties at the moment.
Oh my goodness. Okay. Let's start with the casting, I would say. Let's have a look first, maybe if the map looks buggy somehow, because that sometimes happens with Arena. And everyone's spamming. Look, you get so many panties, Nili.
Hello.
Hello there.
Okay.
Mooney,
Artemis panty.
They don't have. They don't all have my panties. Those are their panties.
I see a lot of Artemis panties there.
That's just the emote name. They don't have my panties. Mooney,
I see a lot of Artemis panties there.
Well, okay, maybe that's my merch, you know? That's my merch. They bought a lot of Artemis panties so they can throw it at their favorite procasters.
Okay. Can I buy Artemis bathwater as well?
Yeah, sure. I mean, it's quite expensive, but sure. I don't know if everyone now knows here about this meme with the bathwater. Maybe some people think it seriously. But anyways, I just wanted to welcome...
It is serious.
Oh, sorry, Nili. I didn't know you were serious about that. Well then, I wanted to say thank you very much to Moonfaller for the host. Did we get a shout out for him? Thank you so much, and hello and welcome everyone. You just missed the introduction, the epic introduction to this match. But I think we should really get a little bit more into the casting. I mean, for Arena, it's not that much exciting at the beginning, but still. We didn't say much yet. So... I want Nili bathwater. See, they all want your bathwater, Nili.
Yeah, but apparently it's not real, it's a meme. It was all real to me.
Oh no! Now we broke your illusion?
There was no illusion.
It was real. Oh. Of course. I mean, it's real, like Santa. Don't stop believing. Okay. Nili bathwater is probably cheap. Yes.
Why?
Flop.
Why would my bathwater be cheap? It's unused, guys.
Oh, Nili. Okay. Can we start with saying something about the map, maybe?
No, it's Arena. You don't talk about the game before Castle Age.
Oh, okay.
It's Q&A time. Yeah.
Q&A time, guys. Do you want to ask more questions about Nili's bathwater?
You're allowed to ask questions as well.
I can ask.
Artemis, ask me a question that I've never been asked before in my life.
Oh my goodness. A question that you've never been asked. I mean, people ask everything on Twitch. I have to think for a moment. In the meantime, you can reply to the chat questions first.
I will do intermission music for your thinking time.
Look, Debbie has a lot of questions there, Nili. Yeah. That's a good question, Rob Chan. Nearly. Oh gosh,
Oh, you're ready with your
Django.
question?
I think he has been asked that question already. This is not a new question. Is Nearly single? But maybe the DNA question is a really good one.
The DNA?
Yeah, what's your DNA sequence?
Oh, isn't that a long answer?
Yes.
Okay. That's a question I've never been asked before.
Great!
Okay.
Thanks, Chad. Thanks, Rob Chang. Oh, wow. If Neely would have the choice of being an Age of Empires streamer or working in the zoo at the hippo section, what would he choose?
Age of Empires streamer. I think it's not even close. I think zookeepers aren't... Isn't a nice job from what I heard. Like, waking up a lot, not getting appreciated a lot. Always underfunded.
Maybe you could stream your hippo work.
I'm streaming my hippo work.
True. The viewers are your hippos.
Kind of.
Okay. Now, Neely, I think Debbie really asked some more serious questions. The build order, relic placement, what about the civs? Maybe we can really start a little bit more. They are both reaching feudal age soon. Yeah, typical villager count for clicking up. If you want to go for fast castle.
Obviously both players playing the fast castle here on Arena as we expected. Lithuanians, we need to take a close look at relics for that one. And looking at the minimap, 3 kind of at the left hand side, very nicely in favor of Scheslong here. Could get a lot of control. 2 more on the right hand side, so nice spawn for him there, who now reaches feudal age. Should get a solid uptime here, not dropping the buildings just yet. Builds 1 blacksmith at the left hand side, market still lacking. Builds it now with 3 villagers there as well, so should be solid. On the other side, Cherryman, he actually goes on to stone, kind of indicating that he wants to go for plumed archers, but also builds a barracks. That's surprising to me.
Maybe he wants to build then stable or archery range.
Mayans, Debbie.
Oh, right.
Debbie, Artie.
Yeah, right. Right. Wonder if he knows that. Let's see what he's doing next.
He's going for eagles.
Okay.
No, Cherryman.
Uh-oh.
Wop.
No fast castle, whereas Scheslong is already researching. Castle age. Uh-oh.
Oh, and that's full eco upgrades as well. On a map, as we mentioned earlier, where you're fully stone-walled.
Yeah. That's
Eagles
a
will
huge
never do
investment.
anything.
Well, it's a homage of Scheslong. Maybe it's a weakness of Cherryman.
Maybe it's great preparation.
I mean, we have a map pool of what was it at Debbie, 8 or 9? 8 or 9 maps, and we're in the tourney since quite a while. So you should really have a plan for every map.
Yeah. Okay, what the Eagles will achieve is that they will protect the relics for now, if Scheslong is not going for any army. But he could have done that in Castle Age as well. Then Eagles produce faster, they're stronger as well. And we can take a quick look if they scouted all the relics. Well, Cherryman did scout 4 of the relics for now, and Scheslong did scout 4. Unfortunately missing 1 at the right hand side.
Yeah. But he will find that soon, I guess, with the scout.
So as well. Okay, now the defense upgrade here for Scheslong. Quite interesting because he doesn't even have a barrack. Well, not even speaking of a stable for now. And archer range now by Cherryman as well. What is he going to do with all his stone then? Cherryman actually controls all the relics. I love his thought process behind it. I think it just could have been at a different timing.
He knows that Scheslong will go for them, so...
Yeah. Look at that. Oh, Scheslong, we wanted to go for the stable, but only sees now. Oh no, I didn't even have enough wood. But did pull all the villagers from wood. He will sit there and wants to build the monastery for the stable for quite some time. And will lack some wood. Lacking wood is never great.
That's never great, yeah. He cannot get TCs down fast. But his focus was to get the monks out quickly for the relics. Let's see if he can get them when all the Eagle Scouts are waiting there.
Yeah, and let's take a look. The monk is coming out, sees the eagle. Does he go for the conversion? And eagle might get the first kill here. Nice move.
That was great from Cherryman. So he really just built those 3 eagles or 4 eagles who are sitting on the relics now. All of them.
Yeah.
Defending them against the first monks coming out.
Thing is though, it's still feudal age scouts, and feudal age eagles are so much weaker, and the first scout might even take a reasonable fight there. Monk now around. Does he want to snag the relic or does he want to heal his scout? I think he can take the fight with some healing.
A fight about the relics here, guys. One knight will clear them all. Well, he doesn't have the stable up yet. It took him quite a while because he was missing the wood, as Nili said earlier. Let's see. 2 monks now. Building even more monks. 2 more monks in the queue.
Dives in. Scout was idle there. 1 monk down, 2nd monk down. That went perfect for Cherryman.
Nice. And he's almost castle age now too.
My man.
There you go, Cherryman. You're still in the game.
Of resources floating here for Scheslong, who's now dropping a TC. And remember, Cherryman behind this, he has all the eco upgrades as well. And reasonable stone count. So drops 2 TCs. Castle not out of the question. And Cherryman, he came out with quite nice play here.
So now they are pretty much at the same time building additional TCs. Oh, that's good. A little bit more villagers for Scheslong at the moment. But yeah, as Rana already said, 1 knight could clear all the eagles. I think now Scheslong can get the relics.
I think the villager lead is mainly due to not having wheelbarrow here for Scheslong.
Okay.
So actually, there was no real idle TC time.
Yeah, the eagles definitely paid off. 300 gold lost with the 3 monks that were killed already. Now some spearmen trying to clear the knights.
Well, did they though? Yeah,
No.
they did get the 3 monks, but you also lost 3 eagles. So you're actually only gaining 90 resources there, and you have delayed your castle edge timing. So yeah, it looked good, and he did the minimum damage, but I still think it wasn't worth it. And that's kind of the perfect, like, move there for him. Killed that many monks.
Passive is going to be so strong. Yeah. Still, though, very much point score equal, villager count equal, military. Not much happening so far.
Oh, we might see another monk go down there. That's a bit sloppy from Scheslong that he didn't send a knight before that, and
Because
yeah.
he's killed so fast. And another monk for Cherryman.
And you can
But
see.
Cherryman could have guessed that Scheslong will go out now to get all the other relics. So he could have sent maybe some more army already to the relics.
Yeah, well, he needs to go to Castle Age first, right? He's sending some pikemen to the front now, has some monks going over there himself. Shouldn't really work too well against the scout and the knight, though.
Yeah, because now Cherryman knows that Scheslong has at least 3 attack bonus now.
Converting the knight right-hand side. Scheslong is chilling for too long, and the conversion flies in. Oh, that was okay for Cherryman, but still no control over the relic. And Scheslong will get 4. That's all that he wanted. 5
Okay.
is only for gold, but
Yeah.
doesn't add more attack.
Oh, that could get painful later then for Cherryman.
He needs to go for a lot of halberdiers in the long run. So, some more healing, and look at the knights. 10 plus 4 in castle age without any upgrades. That could be 10 plus 6 if you went for those.
Oh my goodness. Yeah, we really need some support, Cherryman, in the chat now. Oh boy.
Cherryman gets one relic for himself. He's trying to prepare for the castle. Where? Oh, he goes for a very aggressive castle. Tries to pressure that monastery. Not a bad idea.
Yeah, he knew the spot of the monastery. He had the vision there. So, very nice choice. Let's see if he will get it up. Please send more than 3 villagers.
For now, he sends 1.
Okay, please send more than 1. There are 6 idols standing around in the middle of the base.
Oh, and the villager is spotted there as well. Pikeman running around. And, oh, nice micro there. Gets out there with his knight. Good job. Oh,
Now the
Snipe
villager went
villager
down.
got double pikeman. That was so good.
I don't understand why Cherryman just sent 1 villager.
I think he did send 7 and 6 bugged out.
Okay.
He didn't see it. Yeah.
I mean, Scheslong could maybe now guess that there was a plan behind this villager.
That could have been a forward siege workshop, could have been a barrack.
Been anything, yeah.
And now builds the defensive castle. Not my favorite spot there. Not unlikely that some plumed archers or traps or petards might get stuck in between the castle and the walls. Might need to leave those later on though.
It would have been so nice if that castle there in front of the monastery would have been built.
Yeah, and if he sent his monks, if he sent all his pikemen and the villagers, I think that could have been an option for him. Look at his queue, endless, but again, heavily housed. That's the story of every single game so far.
Yeah, that's really something Cherryman has to work on in the future.
Yeah,
because we've
just
seen
think
it
about
in
it.
every game.
If you have 3 TCs running and build a barrack and monastery, just have 1 villager constantly building houses after you reach castle age. Because your production will be pretty much equal to 1 villager building house.
Okay, that's good to know. Onu always said Cherry is a waller and a boomer. Yeah, he did more now, Debbie. Couple of pikemen out there now.
And more eagles being added, and I don't like that. What are eagles going to do against all the knights? It's only to snipe 2 more monks, but I'm not really expecting Scheslong to add too many of those. I really like Scheslong's position here.
Yeah.
Lithuanians, 4 relics for himself, uncontested eco, lots of map control.
Yeah, I mean he's sitting there everywhere with a couple of units and having the vision about the whole map. So nothing can happen from Cherryman's side without Scheslong seeing it.
Oh, and look at Scheslong's move!
Wow! Wow! So smart! To put his monastery, another monastery in the bag, put out the relics, move them to the very safe spot. Oh, this is such a safe spot. Because he knew that he's really relying a lot on those 4 relics, which give him so much additional damage. And it was so exposed in the front. If the castle would have gone up, that would be a threat, a big threat. And now, he saw that.
Yeah.
Great job.
Could have, yeah.
On his way to Imperial now.
Okay, good job there. Drops 4 archery rangers, so probably will add some skirmishers, I assume, to complement that army. Try to snipe some of the pikemen. Should deal pretty well with those eagles. On the other side, well, rather deep in castle age still, Mr. Cherryman.
Cherryman building plummet archers now. I don't really know how to say. How do you say that? Nearly.
Plumped. I would say plumped archers. Yeah.
Plumped archers.
Or plumes. It's
Plumes.
something like that.
This is really hard.
Doesn't really
word to
matter.
say.
Just use it consistently, and your chat will get used to it.
Okay. Cherryman health again. Fighting against this archery range and putting another forward castle in the middle of the map. And now a lot of villagers coming.
Okay. That makes a lot of sense, but he might just get trapped there. No, Scheslong has enough stone as well. He could go for the castle and some defensive trap. The thing is, though, Scheslong at the moment, still 2 relics not gathered. That's not only a lot of gold lost, but also, like, his knights aren't to full potential.
Wait, there are 2... Oh! You mean the 2 relics that are standing in front of the monastery? Don't forget them, Scheslong, right? Oh! Plumed.
Scheslong
Okay.
at the moment building 9 villagers out of 1 TC. The other 2 TCs idle at the moment. Okay, now queues up 1 more, builds the castle, more knights from him. And that's a fight he doesn't want to take without his upgrades. And without the relics.
The castle now also incoming from Scheslong. Using the knights maybe to get a little bit more vision. Knows about the castle now. A lot of barracks from Cherryman.
Well, Halberdiers could be a really good option against what he sees for now.
And now also Cherryman is on his way to Imperial Age. Let's see if that will be early enough. For him.
Why are we taking this fight under the castle? I don't really understand that for Scheslong. He isn't really achieving too much. Tactical pause.
Technical pause.
Tactical.
Tactical pause.
Tactical.
It's looking good for Cherryman. I think I could not really tell yet at this point. I think it could still be either of them. Hera pause.
Yeah.
And hi everyone. Hi Tom, hi Div Tom. Also nice to see you guys. Insert Nili elevator music. I need a hotkey for that. Coffee break. Hopefully they will not take a longer break here. Villager count is
next
quite
steps here for Scheslong are, first of all, continuing the game. That's a good one. And now just go for mass skirmishes, get control of his 2 relics again. Then he needs to get traps out, and then I think he's still in the better position with 4 against 1 relic.
Okay.
But he's wasting his cavaliers so much.
All the horses going down now. It would be good for Cherryman. Why is he putting
Just- As Halberdiers are good for now. He has a big production though. Cherryman is doing a good job there.
spamming those units? Now he has a way bigger military army than Scheslong. Scheslong is pretty much out of his army. He has a trap. This is because he was faster in Imperial, but Cherryman could clear that. I don't know how Scheslong wants to defend it.
Just build more army. You have the stronger army, but he's losing so much under the castle. I don't understand. He has the way better army, but lost so much over and over again. Another cavalier just running into his death, and now he doesn't have the units to protect his traps.
Yeah.
What? Why is Cherryman going back? He could have killed the trap.
Kill the trap before it's gone. It's hiding.
Get the trap eventually.
Yeah.
Still 2
But
relics
there's another one.
ungathered. That hurts so much to see that.
He obviously forgot them. He forgot about them, I guess. Now Imperial Age building a trap. He has a 3rd castle up. Now it looks like Scheslong is controlling the map. Cherryman, sorry. Scheslong did that earlier, but now Cherryman sits there, spamming his army. I don't know how Scheslong at the moment, how we will respond. Let's see. What would you do at Scheslong's position now, Nili?
Traps and skirmishes. You have enough cavaliers, obviously get the 2 relics, and Yeah, I think skirmishes exclusively are fine. The thing is, he doesn't really have the upgrades on those skirmishes as well. +1/+1. It's so little upgrade.
Okay, this is an exciting fight now. Nili would garrison the relics, yeah, of course. Besides garrison.
The relics. Trust me on that. Getting a little bit angry here.
Let's see, Zeros of Ice, let's see. But I think Cherryman just won back his trust into himself after the last game. The first 2 games didn't go very well for him, but now he has a little comeback going on. Winning the last one, and this one looks actually quite good for him now too. He will get down the castle, I guess.
I can't continue casting. This is like, I'm getting too angry looking at those 2 relics. I'm not sure what's going wrong in my brain, but this hurts me so much. Oh, Skirm's still lacking upgrades as well. Also, he produces heavily out of 2 stables. If he just had 4 or 5 stables, he could have 15 cavaliers more on the field. Castle goes down, heavily housed.
Oh boy. Scheslong, don't let this get out of control. Get your relics. I mean, now that Cherryman is coming closer to the monastery, he could think maybe again that there must be some relics left. Will he get the traps maybe with the knights? The cavaliers. No.
Back there. Now Elite Plume Archer upgrade as well. And Cherryman, he looks pretty good on the military number side. Economy is strong for Scheslong. But look at that, he simply doesn't have the production. 10 cavaliers queued up in both stables, 6 skirmishes queued up in all the 3 archery ranges.
Yeah.
If he just had more production and he has the wood for it, he could have a solid 40 army on the field.
More
40
production
more army.
buildings. That's what
Now he will lose
here.
more production.
Because everything is here in one spot. I mean, he's building another stable, right? He's having 2 more stables at the side, another TC at the side. I didn't see that all the time. Trying to build more archery ranges at the left now. Slowly and steadily, Cherryman's coming into the base, or closer to the base.
Oh, but right hand side is spotted. He put archers going over there. That could be a lot of dead villagers. And upgrades on the skirm still lacking heavily.
But now, look at the production from Cherryman. He's not building anything at the moment. He's not building any units. Now he's building them, okay. But there is quite a bit of idle time. The knights were able, I always say knights to the horses. The cavaliers were able to take down the traps. That was a little bit, he was focused so much on clearing the villagers that he forgot about his army in the middle and the traps in the middle. Just say horses, yes.
Look at Scheslong production again. Yeah, he built more stables, but still, it's only production out of his first 2 built stables for now. And skirm production should get rolling, finally get some more upgrades. Cherryman with a lot of control though.
Yeah, the point lead is quite remarkable at the moment. Let's see if he can get this game to the win. Another castle from Scheslong, pretty much at the same spot where he had the one before. Cherryman building more traps.
Okay, 8 out of 10 angry with the 2 relics for now.
Let's see if he can get me higher. Yeah, lots of villagers lost here from Scheslong, but he still has 140 villagers. He's still producing villagers all the time. I think what his maximum must have been over 150 villagers.
Yeah, he just lost a lot at the right hand side indeed. Got handcart now, gets more upgrades on the skirms, Thumbring there on the way. We also have Bracer now, so soon he's looking pretty good. Not too much gold income for him at the moment though.
Yeah, maybe at some point we'll run out of gold. There's this one spot that he's using at the moment, but I think that's it for him. He was pushed away from that little gold spot on the right now. I don't know if the relics could give enough gold to keep that production up. Cherryman is claiming more gold spots. He has 2 more now.
Good job for him, getting the neutral ones as well. Skirmishers could now dive in. Also no unique tag, no chemistry here. Halberdiers are taking the fight against all the skirmishers, not the craziest thing ever. Now Cavaliers
now
at the
the
front as well,
Knights.
big fight.
Knights running into the Halberdiers for a second. Now he's putting them back. Monastery almost down, but now he's switching to the castle. He didn't
Oh
see
no,
that
Monastery
coming.
goes down. The relics are already ungathered.
Oh, get the relics! Cherryman, steal them from Scheslong!
Castle's in danger
Maybe
as
it
well.
would-
Cavaliers doing a good job of avoiding fighting against the Halberdiers. Now turning back, taking the fight. And all the Cavaliers are going down.
Oh boy. He's trying to repair the castle desperately. Oh my boy, this is so... like, I feel for Scheslong in this very moment. Because he knows that when this castle is going down, it looks quite over.
Certainly not good. Needs way more houses behind us as well. Still, look at the production queue. It's so long there. It could just be so much more army on the field. But
Yeah.
honestly, no more Halberdiers left. I think the skirmishers shouldn't do it too bad of a job here.
Okay. Now, some new halberdiers coming in. Why is he attacking the archery range now and not the monastery?
Well, it doesn't really matter, right?
Yeah,
archery range is
but he
actually a more
doesn't
important
know
thing at
that
the
all
moment.
the relics are in the monastery in the back, so he could assume that everything is in the front. Monastery.
Eldorado now being researched. More HP for the Eagle Warriors here. Skirmishers trying to deal with the traps. Obviously it takes quite some time. We desperately need more houses. Scheslong, he's at 175 480s now.
Cherryman not defending his traps at the moment. All the plummet archers are standing in the back and watching how the trap is dying.
Oh, look at Scheslong's production. He has like 80 units in the queue. Even more.
But he cannot, he's not distributing them to different production buildings. Oh boy, Scheslong! Focus, focus. He has so many archery ranges now. Cherryman could maybe sell some of the wood to get more gold. Scheslong's eco is looking pretty good, I think.
How do you not see the relic? It's right there.
I really
You're
cannot
fighting
think
there
of
at all
anything
times.
else anymore. Oh, angry level. Are we at 9 of 10 now?
Oh. 8.2. I'm just being more vocal about it.
Okay.
Where is he looking at the whole time? The production is there. He's fighting there.
This is so exciting! But regarding the score, and I think, yeah, it is not looking for Scheslong. Not looking good. I cannot talk even anymore. This is the 4th game already for casting, and maybe, I don't know how the players feel, but I have a feeling that for Cherryman in the first game he needed to warm up, whereas Scheslong was at his peak maybe in the first 2 games, and now he's getting maybe a little bit lost, losing focus, and Cherryman is like, yes, now let's go.
Well, he certainly had a good run in the last 2 games here.
Yeah.
Mixes in some militia. That seems to be some misclick there. Yeah, cancels those. And yeah, that's just a scary, scary army at the front. Trap taking down the market. He could just break the walls at the front and then swarm in. Scheslong, I don't really see him getting onto reasonable numbers, although that's a lot of Cavaliers in production now. He finally got the stables for himself.
Yeah. Now he's stacking them in the back of his base and then maybe trying for a last big attack. Like all in or nothing.
We'll see. Massive amount of halberdiers being produced against that. Still lacking chemistry for Cherryman as well. And does he maybe make a run for the 2 relics before he takes the big fight? I think now they're just so much out of control, and I think those Cavaliers, yeah, can't win a fight. Those numbers are getting scary here. Halberdier numbers aren't. He's still at pop 200.
So, Scheslong has a lot of food and wood though, and he's just building the Cavaliers, even though he knows that Cherryman has those pikemen in place. And I don't know, would you just also go
relic
for...
being yoinked away.
No! Cherryman sneaked the relic away! Oh, immediately sending the monk after his archers and using that very moment that he made it into the base.
And now the big fight leading the walls as well. Cavaliers should just win this fight till the Halberdiers are joining the party as well. The problem is though, that's the last go of Scheslong. Even if he wins this one, Cherryman can simply reproduce.
Does Scheslong not have mangonels?
No, he doesn't. Not. At least not for now. Oh, nice position there against the Plumed Archers, running heavily there, but Halberdier production is on point. I think for now Scheslong is winning, but once we get like onto 20-30 Halberdiers again, Scheslong doesn't have the skirmishes to complement this army now.
Yeah. That's what I also was thinking. Like, I heard or learned that you try to not just use one kind of unit.
Most of the time, that's absolutely correct, yeah. And well, now he drops 7 more archery ranges and make that even 11 archery ranges. So he's thinking about skirms now.
Building another castle. Wow, this is such an intense game. It's really intense.
That castle is going up. From Dutchers have to run, taking some losses there.
Still 12 military, so this is his last army for the moment.
Yeah. Well, he has resources, so he can produce some skirmishes.
Yes.
Once he gets the archery ranges up.
Exactly, he's waiting for the archer ranges to go up, and then... Now they are building the military buildings right next to each other. Some barracks from Cherryman right next to the archery ranges from Scheslong. Yeah, that was really great awareness to grab the relic. Cherryman grabbed it right when it was... Ah, and now he's in the base Nili again.
Yeah, and
with the plumed archers.
A lot of army.
Getting the economy down a little bit more.
Yeah, archery ranges on the complete other side, so reinforcing will be very tricky there. And yeah, that has to be a lot of losses.
Yeah. I wonder if the GG will come in soon. Because the castle is again under pressure. He cannot contest the trap from Cherryman and prevent him from getting down this castle. He has the archers in his eco.
Oh, that hurts so much. So many villagers going down there. Still pop 150, but he will lose his castle at the front. And now he gets to the skirm production again. Yeah, I think he might get a clear up at one point, but the losses on the economy side are just too big.
Question, can you get back from that? I mean, he still has more villagers than Cherryman.
Yeah,
but
and skirms could finish this one off. Uh-oh. That's going to be some losses on the plume side.
Yeah, he has still 128 villagers. I think through the whole game he was producing villagers no matter what. He did never stop. Okay, now...
I generally like that.
Yeah. Now Cherryman is pulling back the plumed archers. trying to rescue them.
And Scheslong is pop 200. Goes for the extra gold there. Sadly, doesn't have any stone control anymore. Now walls up the front. I have a dream that he might go for the third relic again.
Don't give up the dream!
Doesn't have a monk at the moment though. Goes to the gold at the left hand side as well. Skirmishers being sent over, and at the moment I don't see a lot of eagles. Okay, some eagles could easily kill those skirmishers.
He's fighting with the plume now against the skirms.
Both players agreeing that chemistry is not an important upgrade. Now Habadi is deep in all those skirmishers. Oh, Scheslong, he will lose every single skirmisher here.
Oh. Yeah, Cherryman reacted in the right way here. Pulling back his archers and putting the halberdiers and some eagles in the front. And again, 30 military now against over 100.
Not much to do. The only reason Scheslong is still in this game is because Cherryman was lacking some siege. 2 traps out now, that will still take some time. Maybe
Yeah.
rams could have been added in, but KD is looking pretty brutal as well. 500 to 350.
Who wins in a trash war? Mayans struggle without gold.
Yeah, it's true that they don't have great non-gold units, but he had the extra golds for so long. He has 2 relics now, and Mayans simply have more or longer lasting resources. Therefore, he still has some gold control and can still produce eagles, and then you easily just smash a trash war if you can still build some eagles. They
Another
have a
castle
unique
on the
tech
left.
that improves the trash. Yeah, but he didn't upgrade that one. He's still lacking the defense upgrade there. Another castle at the left hand side gives some more gold control. And yeah, all the outside bases are now being cleared up by Cherryman.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't really see how Scheslong could come back from that. Another castle on the left from Cherryman. He cannot go left, he cannot go right anymore. He's now trapped in his base, and it's just a matter of time until Cherryman will take that down too.
Now infantry goes to the right hand side. That's completely open. Score lead now over 10,000.
Yeah.
Meanwhile, Cherryman floating a solid 15,000 wood, 12,000 food as well.
Yeah, it's crazy. Yeah, maybe to Cherryman a little bit more siege could have helped here to get the clearing faster. And for Scheslong, I don't know what I would recommend him in this moment.
This moment, it's not going to be pretty. Yeah.
Yeah.
Now he needs like mass skirmisher defense. He got onto a reasonable amount of cavaliers again, though.
Mm-hmm. Cherryman not producing so much anymore, right? He's just producing some eagles at the moment.
Cherryman indeed, no production. On other side, full skirmishers. If Scheslong gets more time, he might get to pop 200 again.
Yeah, villager count is now just the same. And Scheslong, in contrast to Cherryman, is always producing more villagers. So he will be in the villager league again soon.
And if we don't see eagles fighting, the skirmish is actually doing quite a solid job here against plumes and halberdiers.
Yeah.
soon both will have 100 military again. Oh, the skirms are moving out here. Interesting moves. Eagles going to the right-hand side. Cavaliers actually running away in the wrong direction. And the skirmish is completely exposed. Where's Scheslong going with his Cavaliers?
Oh no! Don't run just into nowhere. Scheslong, protect your skirms.
Oh, he's coming back after taking so many losses there under the castles. Skirmishers kind of taking the fight, and oh god, the Cavaliers being out of position just hurt him so much. I think he had an army that could contest this, but his army positioning was so off.
He lost everything, all the Cavaliers. Oh, I think it's really... So it looks to me like Scheslong has struggles with concentration now. Because he's doing so many mistakes that I would say he normally does not. And I feel like he's kind of lost in this game at the moment.
If the nerves are getting to him, knows, okay, I was up 2-0. This one is looking like it might be going into game number 5, and indeed it does.
It is going to game number 5. Wow. Wow. Can we catch our breath really quickly? I don't know. What would you recommend our players? Should they maybe have a few minutes break in between the matches, Nili? Because this is 4 matches now right in a row.
Well, heavily depends on how you feel yourself, right? Cherryman, well, he has to be on cloud 9 now. But Scheslong, I think it wouldn't hurt him to take a 5-minute break here.
This is exciting. Goddamn, guys, this was such a crazy match right here. So in the beginning, it looks like Scheslong had the lead, right? He was in a very good spot. He had all the relics, which he later forgot, unfortunately. He had the map control and the vision. But then Cherryman made the comeback and then finally secured the lead and won. What was the important strategy here from Cherryman that made him win this?
I think it was simply going for the right units. Halberdiers and the skirmishers were just so under-upgraded that they couldn't really counter the Halberdiers.
And not stop producing the units, right? Just massing them all the time. He had a very good economy to be able to spam out those guys all the time. And then Scheslong did not have the time to catch breath. Yeah,
and Scheslong, his army is designed around Cavaliers, right? But he did more running than fighting with them because he was so scared to take the fight against the Halberdiers.
Yeah, true. He had a huge lead, yes. Cloud 9 is Wolke 7, yes. Cloud 9 is Wolke 7. Scheslong lost the game when he didn't pick up the relics. Oh, when he will watch the VOD, he will put his hands on his head and like, oh no. Why? Just why? Yeah, GG to both players again. Very exciting match. It was a long match. Scheslong was trying so hard to get back, but I feel like he just was not able to focus anymore. It costs so much energy to play 4 games in a row. I really hope they are taking a little break, just a few minutes. And let's see when Regi will post the next game ID. Should we have a look at something particular at the statistics, Nili? Do you see something?
You see the KD is so much better for Cherryman, who is building the cheaper units. Right, so that really shouldn't happen. If you fight against Cavaliers, that you get such a good KD. Obviously, buildings raise 65-0 as well.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, I feel like in this game again, like in the game before, Scheslong had problems with adapting his units to the units of the opponent. I mean, he did that in the end with the skirms, but it just came too late and he was not able to produce from enough buildings at the same time, even though he had the resources. Okay.
Yeah, he didn't have the buildings at all. Then he sometimes maybe uses groups for those. He didn't have all his buildings in the group.
Wow.
But Cherryman, my man. allowing himself to come back.
Yeah, this is so exciting. I think both of them would have the chance to win, but you have to also say that was the home map from from Scheslong. He picked Arena, but still was beaten by Cherryman this one. I'm excited because he can pick again what's the second home map now from Scheslong, and maybe it will be a weakness of Cherryman. Let's see. There's another game ID.
What are the other maps left?
Well,
Well,
let me have a look.
we don't need to really theorize if we already have the game ID.
Now it's 4 lakes.
Okay.
Okay. So we are in the 3 minutes. We have 3 minutes left. Oh gosh. I'm getting actually hungry now. This
you can talk to your chat. Yeah, I will be back in 2.
Yeah, okay. Alright guys, this is really... this is such an exciting matchup. I was hoping for this already. I knew that Cherryman and Scheslong would be very head-to-head. And now we're seeing this. It's crazy. I love it so much, guys. I hope you like watching too. I also see Roxy. Hello, Roxy. Nice to see you here in chat. Hello, everyone who just joined or who came with the host from Moonfaller. Welcome. Get yourself comfortable in here. We are watching such exciting games today. Nili is my amazing co-caster for today. It's a semi-final of ABCD tournament, which is a low elo tournament. And yeah, I think our players are doing great. Cherryman and Scheslong, I think they were both above 1,100 elo already. Very solid. And they are playing all the 5 games in a row, going really hard. So impressive. And thanks for all the follows, guys. I appreciate you being here and hanging out, watching the games with me, cheering for our players. They really deserve that. They've been practicing so hard. The tourney is going on since 4 weeks now, and some players even tell they are playing like 6 to 7 hours per day. They have muscle sore fingers from practicing, and they're so hyped for this, and I think they really deserve a good and a great community watching them, a large audience appreciating their games. And I'm sorry I cannot read all the messages, especially when I'm casting. I'm focusing very much on this game. Molat just followed. Molat, you are a participant of the tourney. Low elo, they play like plus 1,500. So that's why they are in the semi-final, right? Because they are really strong and they practice so much. I tell you, they made incredible progress, and I'm really looking forward to their future. Maybe we can see them in more elevated and higher elo games at some point. I can totally see them there. Thank you, Django. It's so hard. I also have to say this is hard for me because I'm not a very experienced caster. I'm doing this since this tourney, and I feel like my brain capacity is shrinking so hard. I just imagine the players having to focus on playing 5 games in a row when I already feel exhausted after casting 3 games. So it's so crazy. Yes, Golgoy. I mean, the people who were watching this since the beginning of the tourney saw that they had a different playstyle in the beginning of the tourney. So it really changed. It really improved. Thanks for all the follows, everyone. I hope you feel welcome in here and having a good time with us. Yeah, I hope Nili will be back soon because I don't know as much about the civs as he does. I mean, I
hope so as well. He's awesome.
Oh, he's awesome, Nili! Perfect timing.
Hello, I'm back.
Nili's back. Okay, perfect timing, Nili. Would you like to do the introduction again this time?
Okay, in the left-hand side, we have Mr. Scheslong. He is playing in the blue trunks and picks Persians, a strong civilization, extra food, extra wood at the start, faster working dogs and TC starting in feudal age. A strong pick here on 4 lakes, aka Cross. On the right-hand side, we have Cherryman going for Aztec, a civilization that naturally isn't really picked that often on 4 lakes here. Let's see what he has in store for us.
Maybe he has a strategy for it, who knows? Okay, so civilization-wise, you would say the advantage would be on the side of Scheslong in this matchup.
I think so. Yeah, yeah.
Okay.
Your economy should be so much better, and I think this is the moment where the chat really should go wild and cheer for their favorite player.
Yeah.
And spam some cans,
I
spam
think
some
so too.
energy, spend
Yes.
some arty panties for whoever you're cheering for.
You can spam the panties for Nili, spam everything you want for our players, support them, cheer for them. They really deserve this. I'm pretty sure they are like nerve-wracked right now. Maybe we will not force them to an interview right away. I think that would be quite tough, and they would be very exhausted.
You should.
I should.
Well, that's where you get the most emotions.
Oh, okay. We'll talk about that towards the end of the game then. But yeah, they really deserve to get all the hype from you guys and all the viewers here. Even Debbie's spamming the panties for you, Nili. Look at that.
Hello, Debbie.
Ooh.
Are you single?
All right. Maybe we can have also a little bit a look at the map. So I'm looking
Already
at...
one. Okay, go ahead.
You can start.
Go ahead. No.
I'm looking at Cherryman at the moment, being a little bit harassed by Scheslong's scout. Hopefully the scout will not die under the TC, but he saw that already, so he should not die there. His main gold is nice in the back, that's good. Barry's a little bit more in the front. Yeah. And regarding the wall ability, it looks difficult. It looks very difficult. I'm excited whether he will wall, and if so, how he will wall. Hi Phoebe, and thank you! Okay, and then regarding Scheslong's map, his main goal is to the side as well as his main stone. Yeah, it's not forward, it's not in the back, it's medium. I would say the berries though, they are quite far away from the TC. Holy moly. Scheslong trying to get some early aggression on the villagers, and he's actually taking down a villager from Cherryman. Okay, let's scout. Did quite some job already. Also here, I would say for Scheslong, it will not be much easier with walling. But I think that's a typical thing of this map. Maybe it is worth also mentioning here that Cherryman is already building the dock. Nili, are you still here, or am I talking?
I'm still here. I'm just enjoying the solo cast. And you're saying like, I'm so inexperienced. I've never done this before, and now goes full introduction hype style. Fills so much time.
Thank you. I'm learning. I'm a fast learner. Learning from the pro, you know. Yeah, he's building the dock already. He was faster here. Let's see when Scheslong will build the dock. Oh, he's building it in the top, at the top lake. Interesting. Okay. And before you go on the berries, because you can gather the food much faster. Yeah, Nili, is there something you would like to add?
Yes, add stacks. 33% faster working relics for yourself. Relic position though, absolutely horrible for Cherryman. Look at that.
Oh yeah.
5 white dots all around Scheslong.
Oh my goodness. That's very unlucky for Cherryman. Now,
the house there. Not the biggest fan of the house placement there by Cherryman.
I think
kind
he's
of
trying
blocks
to
his
protect
gold.
his villagers from that scout. Maybe. Could think of walling them in? I don't know.
I think he was just house. And tries to build the panic there. Yeah.
Could be, yes. We need support for Cherryman and for Scheslong, guys. I think they are both amazing players. They are doing both a great job. They both deserve some cheer in the chat.
Okay, donate if you support Scheslong. Subscribe if you support Cherryman.
Really doing the sellout for me. Oh gosh. But yeah, let's see how many fishing ships they will build. At the moment we have 3 for Scheslong and 2 for Cherryman. Regarding their build order, Scheslong is clicking to feudal age already. Cherryman did not yet with 24 villagers. What do you think about that, Nili? I don't really know.
Yeah, also don't confuse villager count with actual worker count, right? That's villagers plus fishing ships there, so that might be misleading from time to time.
Good point, yes.
And Cherryman losing a lot of HP there, but saves his eagle away from the TC. Yeah, Scheslong will be up earlier, now drops the barracks, will create a very small base for himself here.
Yeah. That's
Fishing
true.
ships is the only food income at the moment. The rest, all his villagers kind of on wood here. Doesn't look that efficient to me. Cherryman trying to create a relatively big base for himself, and you called it that it's going to be tricky to wall all this area, and I agree. I don't think he will finish those walls in time.
Yeah, because Scheslong is in feudal age very soon. Do you think he will go for a scout rush or something, maybe?
Well, would make a lot of sense, right? Skirmishes not really where Persians shine, and at the moment he's not on gold, so indeed drops the stable and wants to build it with 5 villagers here.
Wow. Okay, he wants that castle fast, but there's also a hole. Can you, right? I think there's a hole between barracks and stable. Hopefully he will see that, because that could become a dangerous one. But I mean, yeah, in case he will be walled.
And he will be the one dictating the game. Now tries to build a dock at the very top as well. Cherryman could potentially see it instantly. 23 HP on the eagle only though. Scheslong, he could either fight or wall the eagle in. He decides to go for the wall in. Scheslong!
Wait, where are you, Nili? I cannot see it right now.
Top corner.
Oh! Very nice move from Scheslong. Oh, I love it. Look at that. He's taking control over the top lake now.
Okay, that's pretty good. Sends the scout over, wants to get the kill there as well. And is he leading? Don't tell me he's leading the left-hand side palisade. Or is he protecting? What's the plan there?
I don't know. Maybe he wants to scare him. Don't destroy the palisade. I have my scout waiting for you already.
Yeah, but it's a low HP scout. It's just observing for now.
But didn't you say that the scouts are stronger than the eagle scouts?
Yeah, but it's 18 HP only. He is the guy who fought earlier. Okay, still takes the fight, wins with 2 HP and gets a pick off at the front as well.
Not even close! Okay, now he has the scouts, 3 scouts in the base, or we really say in the base, close to the base of Cherryman. Now send them and don't let them wait for too long. Okay.
Look at how Scheslong is playing this map. That's just so good. He's on 3 pawns already, while Cherryman did double dock on his 1 pawn at home. This one looks really good for our Persian player.
And he wait. He could have gotten that villager. Now not anymore.
Okay.
Okay.
Very forgiving move there. And oh, don't tell me Scheslong is building a... Don't tell me he's building a tower behind the wood line. That would be so evil. Or is he trying to do the sneaky dock?
I think he's trying to do the dock.
Tower might even be more efficient. Oh, loses some of the scouts though.
Cherryman had the time to build some spearmen. So tower rushing is exactly. Tower rushing is not allowed, so he will not build the tower.
Okay.
Even a fire galley as the first production of the top pond there from Scheslong.
Oh, that's actually not so great for him, because then he didn't have the gold at the right hand side, I thought, but he already is heavily on gold here. And well, worker counts. Actually, the advantage isn't that big. Not a single fishing ship at the top, only 1 at the bottom.
Yeah. He's producing more now at the bottom, but I don't know, at the top nothing's happening. He's just having this fire galley sitting there and that's it.
Yeah.
He doesn't even see whether Cherryman has another dock maybe at the top pond. It's a tongue twister, dude. Top pond.
It's on the center, taking the fight against the Eagles, but Eagles, as we mentioned in the game before, not that great in feudal age. And both players now going for wheelbarrow, fire galley production there, and Cherryman no production as of yet on his own pawns. Now built the market, so thinking about casting this one up.
Yes, I think he's thinking about castle. Buying some food and then picking up. Will he do it?
Uh-oh, and now his pawn under a lot of threat. Oh, that looks ugly. And he didn't notice it at all yet. No production on his water.
Oh no. Yeah, it's because now Scheslong is pressuring from multiple sides. He's pressuring with the fire galley on the pond. He's pressuring with those 2 scouts, pushing all the vills away from the berries. So that gave him a little bit more time until Cherryman realized he could kill Castle Age.
Oh man, and everything will die on the pond, and well, now the score will just get completely out of control. Scheslong, not too long till he attacks to Castle Age as well, 10% here, and well, Cherryman now goes for another try to wall off this map, but it's way too open.
He has a villager bugging around at the top. Ah, now he's building the dock. And this is the point where Scheslong cannot see it. Look, for Scheslong, he has a fire galley and a dock at the top pond, but he cannot see that in the very corner, Cherryman is building another dock. Maybe he will be able to defend that pond.
Yeah, but it's like no one is really fishing there anyways, right? That's not the most important thing, and Scheslong, he still has control over 2 ponds.
Yeah, but Scheslong has the control over his home pond, let's say it. So he has to find another maybe. And he can get that one in the top.
And Scheslong even doing something interesting here. Drops his second blacksmith, probably forgot about his first one. Second stable for him as well. That should be lots of night production.
Okay, so they're both almost same time into Castle Age. This is really interesting again, really exciting. Yeah, now I think Cherryman has the fire ships in the docks. Not putting them out yet.
Wants to wait for higher numbers. Maybe waits for the fire ship upgrade even. We'll see about that. Drops a TC at the very top, and yeah, Scheslong, his score looks pretty massive at the moment.
Yeah. Let's see, Cherryman has some units sitting there close to the base of Scheslong, but he's probably just busy with other stuff at the very moment. So much going on right now. We have the action going on at this right pond. We have some action going on at Scheslong's base with a little army from Cherryman. We just reached Castle Age, so you have to make sure you have the economy and build more TCs. So this is a lot requiring attention at the moment.
Yeah, Cherryman not queuing up anything at the moment. I see on the other side 3 docks working, TC working, stable working for Scheslong. His macro looking pretty solid.
4 fire ships from Cherryman now at the top pond.
Also winning the right hand side one. And Scheslong not adding any TCs. Honestly, Cherryman's position isn't looking too bad.
Okay. Scores are approaching each other a little bit more then.
Oh, but worker count 56 to 32 still.
Yeah, that's massive. Why make 4 fire ships at the top pond? Overkill. Maybe he didn't know how many fire ships Scheslong had. Now he's building the fishing ships for the top pond. Scheslong raiding with some knights, but they are getting cleared very fast with the spears and
let's see, spear numbers not that scary, and more knights are coming from home as well. A lot of more production from Cherryman, and you can't fight against eagles without any upgrades.
Cherryman, please build more villagers. Yeah, it's a lot. It's a lot what's going on. I mean, it's the 5th game, you have to imagine that.
Now he built some more fishing ships, so he's retaking some control. But now, the raid at the gold. Scheslong didn't go for a single farm in this game yet, because he had so much pawn control for so long in this game.
Pushing ships everywhere, food income from both pawns still. But at some point, and then you must not forget to add the farms, because at some point the pawns will be empty.
Yeah.
There's still some time left.
400 wood in the bank, so could drop a lot of them. More knight production, more villager production. Scheslong on point there.
Yeah, now he's putting a lot of pressure on Cherryman. Let's see if he can come back from that. Knights everywhere. He had so many villagers killed, so many idle villagers.
No gold income at the moment. 20 idle villagers, 34 on the field only. So that's really not the eco he was looking for. Only now the pikeman upgrade. Would have loved to see that a bit earlier against massive amount of knights.
Yeah. Not producing villagers at the moment. From Cherryman again. Well, Iluvatar, we said that in the game earlier already, and then Cherryman had a comeback, so I would wait a little bit longer.
Scheslong now taking the fight with the knights there. Why is he running away? That's a winning fight for him. That's something I saw over and over again. Also the story of the arena game. That Scheslong simply doesn't take winning fights if he faces the counter unit.
Maybe he's just insecure about his Überlegenheit.
Advantage?
Yeah, he just doesn't know. He just thinks, okay, counter, it will be better in almost all the cases.
He had better numbers, better upgrades, had the good fighting position. Okay, now regroups a bit, tries to find another angle.
Yeah, now he's trusting his higher count in knights to attack those pikemen. Yes, superiority, exactly. Superiority, guys, thanks. This has been a long casting for us now too. I mean, Nili is used to that, but I'm not. Guys, did you...
Raid continues now, gets a lot of kills, still forces so many more idols here. Now it's 80 workers to 37. Persian's just so good on this map.
The lead is now really big. Also, point-wise, a bigger difference again now. Let's see.
Pushed away from the gold again. Still no real gold income for Cherryman. He's simply not at his main gold spot. Villagers idle at all times as well. He has 20 working villagers against 80 at the moment.
Yeah. His eco is at the moment really not doing much. Almost.
And what is Scheslong's castle there? What is this castle?
Where?
Look at behind the base, basically, of Cherryman.
What?
Go in Scheslong's POV and where he's building the castle.
What? Why is it there? Okay, he deleted it. He has a stable to the left, and he wanted to put the castle there. I think that must have been a misclick or something. Ozzy, get out of my game, castle. This is really aggressive.
Builds a different one now.
Can he get that one up? That's the question.
Yeah, and shouldn't be any problem, right? He has more military on land there and just takes winning fights after winning fights. Yeah, there's no way Cherryman can even contest this castle.
Yeah. And now he's even walling in his villagers while building this castle. A little bit, at least. And now it's the GG. Wow. Really? The last game went so long and this one was so short. Wow.
32 minutes, not super short there, but surely a strong performance, and we will see Scheslong in the finals, I believe tomorrow, right?
Yes, tomorrow will be the finals. Yeah, Scheslong in the finals. GG's to both players. Oh my goodness. Like, they both did such a great job in those 5 games. Like, they both had their times to shine. And I'm just impressed from their gameplay. It's already so advanced in my eyes. I'm looking up to them. Yeah, I don't know. I'm just flattered.
Yeah, I really want to hear from Scheslong as well. If we can get him for an interview, that would be
Yeah.
lovely. Surely a great game
Yeah.
here on his home map
Yeah.
in game number 5 on Cross.
Can you think maybe of a question regarding something in this game? I wonder why he picked Arena first and then this 4 Lakes. It seems like he was way more comfortable on 4 Lakes.
I think he had a specific strategy for Arena that he wanted to play, and it simply didn't work out with the rally control for him.
Now let's ask him.
Yeah.
Is there something you could maybe have recommended Cherryman in this case? I mean, we already said the Aztecs against the Persians are maybe not the best matchup, but what could he have done to prevent this from happening?
I think just wall way smaller. Like those walls will never go up for you. That's just going to be tricky. But maybe the game was already over before the game really started, right? Because Aztecs, what can you really do against Persians? You have always map control. You kind of need to... I can't even recommend a good opening there. Man-at-Arms doesn't feel great. Yeah. When you're always on the back foot against the better economy of Persians, it's never going to be pretty for you.
Okay. All right. Again, GG. So is Scheslong in chat? I think we would invite Scheslong. I imagine they must be both very exhausted, and I don't know if Cherryman is maybe a little bit disappointed because they both played so well, and either one could have won this. Like, I could not tell from the beginning who could have been the stronger player, and they both delivered awesome gameplay here. Scheslong, be there in a second for an interview. Nili, would you just have like 10 more minutes for an interview?
Okay.
Yeah, I mean, if you you said you have an appointment at 3, right? If you need to leave, that's okay.
But I'm trying to prepare everything for that.
I mean, yeah, just be honest. If you want to leave, I can do the interview alone too. That's fine.
Just ask a question. I can squeeze some questions in.
Okay. All right. Or maybe, yeah. And let's see. Where could we go? Nili, are you on my Discord by any chance?
Yep.
Yep. Then maybe we can go to the waiting room. Scheslong, you're on my Discord too, right? Okay, I'll pull you up to the VIP room. So no one can disturb us.
VIP room!
Yeah, you're in the VIP room, Nili. ABCD Discord. I don't think Nili is at the ABCD Discord. If not, he can... Let's see. I think Scheslong is here. I am wasted. I can imagine that. Oh, I'm looking forward to the interview with you. Should we say something about the statistics? I mean, there's not much to say. It was just pretty much a stomp from Scheslong, and yeah, maybe it was a little bit also due to the Civ picks here. Okay. Maybe we'll have some background music playing. So Scheslong, just join the waiting room when you're ready. And I think I can even turn on the camera. Ah! Oh, that didn't work. That worked. Hello, that's me. I don't know if you remember. Oh, Nili. I think that was very exciting. I was hoping that we would see more than 3 matches. But that we would get 5, that's really great. And I think they were really exciting matchups. What would you think from your perspective as more or less a pro caster? What do you think about our tourney so far and about our beginners? And maybe especially also this semi-final today.
Yeah, I obviously only watched I didn't watch any other game. I only saw the game that I was in, and well, I like that the games were on such an even level as well, right? There was no clear storms. People prepared home maps. I saw like people had good thoughts with their civilizations, tried to execute a game plan, and that's something I really, really love.
Yeah. Thank you, Nili. And thank you also. The music is disturbing. Yeah, I don't know. I just try to find some copyright-free music. I'll just turn it off completely. It's hard at the moment. So now I got a little bit disturbed out of my concept. What I actually wanted to say, I don't remember. Scheslong, oh, you just had to join my Discord. I thought you were on my Discord. Sorry, Scheslong. I think last time we were on the ABCD Discord. No, he's not, obviously. Now he's here, though. Okay. Nili, are you ready?
I'm ready.
Okay. Hello, Scheslong!
Hello!
Hello and GG! Congrats to the win! Damn, boy, you're in the finals!
Yeah, thanks a lot. Oh, that was crazy.
It was crazy.
Such
How
a
did you
crazy
feel,
series.
Scheslong? How do you feel now? How did you feel during the matches?
Honestly, after the game 4, I was pretty devastated because he just stomped me on Arena on my home map.
Yeah.
And then I couldn't even believe that I won the 5th game. It's like I raided some with scouts and knights, and I thought, oh, can that be it? Can I win this? I didn't even believe it first. Yeah.
But you didn't
He
give
played so
up.
great.
Yes.
Sorry?
You boasted. You boasted great gameplay here.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, he is, Debbie. Can hear it. Yeah, so you didn't give up, even though at the 4th game you were stomped a little bit by him. You still kept hope and fighting, and then also won the 5th game.
Probably I could GG'd a little bit early in the 4th game, but I thought like it's a tournament and I have to try everything. And I realized it at the end that was even worse, that I forget to get all the relics. I had a monastery in the front and I put all the relics in there, and then I decided to build a monastery in the back to be a bit safer.
That was
and then
a
I
great
forget
idea.
like 2 relics there.
Yes. Nili was so
Like
angry.
Yeah, that was so stupid. But I mean, Mayans also, he had such a nice unit combo, so it's not much I could do there. I think maybe I just didn't see it, but yeah.
Yeah, it happens when so much is going on and you're focusing on other things all the time, just forgetting about it. Nearly was just in the rage mode. He was like, I'm at rage number 8 out of 10.
Because the game went so long, or
No,
because I had to do some special unit.
No,
I forgot.
The relics were there all the time. He was like, get those relics.
Get the relics.
Yeah, freaking relics. Yes.
Oh yeah, I was really irritated.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, you took your time with maybe resigning in the 4th game, but in the game before, Cherryman resigned quite early. Where
in the 2nd game, you mean? Yeah, I thought so as well. I thought, why is this GG already? Yeah. Okay. I mean, I don't have a lot of gold as well, so.
Yeah, so Nili and me were like, oh, actually, that was not so obvious that Scheslong would have won it. So maybe he could have tried a little bit longer.
I thought so as well, yeah.
Yeah. Okay, I noted down some questions. So first of all,
sure.
Nili and me were wondering why you picked the Berbers in the 2nd game. Was it because you were like, oh, I want to show Cherryman that I can play the Berbers better and stomp them with you, with them, or was it as a counter for eventually a Mongols pick from Cherryman?
Yeah, I was thinking that Mongol pick is like the most usual one, and then Berbers would be a good counter. But I was pretty surprised he picked Britons there. I thought he trained it for another map, to be honest. The Britain pick.
Okay.
So yeah.
Okay, but yeah, very cool, very good thoughts, and very advanced, right, Nili?
yeah, the execution was maybe not too advanced. And yeah.
Yeah, but still, you can. We could tell that you made up your mind and you had thoughts in beforehand. You had your strategy in place. In this context, we also wanted to ask you about your bands and picks. Like Nili was wondering why you picked. Why you banned Oasis? Right, you banned Oasis.
Yeah.
And what was it again, Nili? What was the second one? I didn't note the second
And the
one.
Chinese, or the Sith, you mean?
No,
Chinese,
because map-wise, we were wondering why you banned and picked. Because if you wanted to not fight on two sides, or was there a thought behind this?
Yeah, I had a strat prepared with Celts on Oasis, and he banned Celts, and then I thought, okay, I don't know how to play Oasis otherwise, but if I can turn back time, I would ban Golden Pit, I think, because I cannot play this map. I don't know how to play it.
Okay.
I'm too passive on it all the time.
Think that makes sense. Okay.
And Chinese, I banned Chinese because they are so versatile, and I didn't train a lot with it, so I wasn't sure. I know it's a dangerous Sith, but I'm not sure what I can do against it.
Okay.
Pretty much, yeah.
Thank you. And then we were wondering, in the end, you played so well on 4 lakes and on arena.
Yeah, I surprised
it didn't really
myself,
work
actually.
out. Yeah, so we were wondering, why did you pick arena first and not 4 lakes first? Was it maybe a special game plan that you thought, like, okay, let's keep it in the back, like your favorite and best map ever in the back, in case there will be 5 matches? Or was there something behind that, or was it just how it turned out?
Yeah, actually I thought the Lithuanian arena pick would be more solid against like Teutons, for instance, but I wasn't expecting his mine pick. So against Teutons I had some test games or Slavs, and it went pretty well if I would take all 4 relics. Yeah, but he counterpicked us really good as well.
Okay, so it was just unexpected how it then turned out.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Nili, do you have another question to share?
No, keep on going.
I asked everything that we noted down, I think. I only had 2 more maybe to ask Cherryman, but now we have Scheslong for an interview, as he's the winner of this matchup. So I would not have anything else. Maybe, Scheslong, there's something you would like to say about maybe what you regretted to do or missed out, or what you were surprised, what went well.
Yeah, like it was really a roller coaster of feelings. Like after game 2, I thought, okay, maybe I was lucky, and why does he GG so early and stuff? But then after game 4, I thought, who am I playing against? This guy is so great. With his Archer micro, his Booms micro, he did it so well, and I had no chance on arena. And then, yeah, it went well on 4 lakes, fortunately.
Nice. Yeah, like I said earlier, it was really a head-to-head matchup. You both are really strong players. It could have been either one getting into the final. So really GG to you again. Congrats, Scheslong. You can be really happy. You can be very relieved now, and look forward to tomorrow. You should take some time to relax now. Have a beer.
Yeah,
maybe.
For sure. At this time, I don't think so, but yeah, I have to relax now. Yeah, it was a great, also playing with Cherryman. I think it was a great matchup.
You definitely have someone to practice with in the future.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah. Thanks for casting as well. Yeah.
Yeah, thank you.
I will rewatch the VOD.
Yes, please do, and yeah, enjoy your victory in this matchup, and enjoy the rest of your day. Maybe we'll see each other at Debbie's stream later. She will cast with Slam Jam the second, so you will know who you will fight with, fight against.
Yeah, I know
yeah.
both guys. They are both great.
And you can lean back and relax because you know you already made it.
Yeah.
All
Okay.
right. Thank you very much,
Thanks a lot,
Scheslong. Now we'll
guys.
release you, and maybe we can get some hype in the chat again for Scheslong. He did so well. GG's.
Thanks, guys.
Hype him
Ciao,
up. He
ciao,
really
ciao.
deserved it. Bye bye, Scheslong.
Bye.
And Nili, thanks to you too again. I think you did such. Thank you, Mario. Congrats to
Thank you,
yourself,
Mario.
Nili. Now you can spam the panties.
Nice.
Yeah, thank you so much, Nili. It took really a lot of time now from you. I feel a little bit sorry for that, but I appreciate so much that you did this with me. It means really a lot, and thank you so much. Will you stream now too? Will you start your stream?
Yes.
Yes? Okay, maybe I can send the people over to you. Are you already
You don't
live?
have to, but yeah, do whatever. Yeah.
Yeah, let's
They
get.
can spam some
Yes,
panties as
we
well.
want some. We need some panties over at Nili's stream, guys. So I think we'll come over to you now, and I thank you so much, Nili, for doing this with me. And let me know if I can do you a favor at some point. I would be down.
Okay.
Okay.
Thank you.
Have a great
Was a
day. Have a
blast.
nice weekend, and talk to you at some point.
Sure. See ya.
Bye bye.